I'm building stuff out for it. If you haven't been following me, I've been upgrading a lot of stuff in my studio. As you can hear, I'm not in my fucking studio tonight, though.
Wait. In his studio. Remember that.
Yo, girl.
Studio.
I have some cameras. Why don't you come back to my studio? We can do a little videography and some photography. Oh, wait, I got a girlfriend. Never mind. I can't do that anymore.
In his studio. I just love that. It's like spooky. All right. So we got a lot going on tonight. A particular couple got married over the weekend.
No.
Get the hell out of here.
Is this what we're going to tell everybody that Scope is the father?
And a specific lady also had a baby. So there's a lot going on with ModEnvy. On that, Mr. Scope, roll them into a sir.
You got it.
All right. Look at this. Look at this show. Oh my God. We are back after 2 weeks.
Hey Joe, I gotta talk to you about my union stuff because, you know, I've been working for you, what, 3 years now, 2 years now, and I only get 2 fucking weeks vacation? The fuck's with that?
You know what? I don't think ModEnvy was ever off for 2 weeks. Ever.
First time
that might have been a
They're
first.
posting honeymoon pics. Wait, hold on. I gotta look at this. Damage Janet honeymoon pics.
Oh, I know what that's going to be.
Oh.
Yeah, that's gonna be your giveaway.
Totally on me. I was expecting her to be like, you know, like some kind of meme or something. Hey, Country Pammy, while you're in the room, can I get a Country Pammy ModEnvy true count? Just thank you.
We got to get that trademarked.
Yes, it's the Country Pammy true count. The actual viewers. All right, so let's just start this off. So welcome to ModEnvy. Welcome to the biggest show in vaping on the biggest network in vaping, Vaping Underground Live. I am one of your hosts, Vapor Joe. And next to me, it is official, Mrs. Vapor Joe, the lovely Tiger. And underneath the lovely Tiger, of course, Nitrobex. He is live from a clown competition. As you can see, I could barely see him through the thick vapor. Now, where are you at, Nitro?
I'm in Winder, Georgia at Epic Vapes. It's a cloud competition, and they're actually rolling out a new RDA that my YouTube followers got to see yesterday a little bit of.
Okay, so how many people are there?
There's probably about 80. Rough guess.
Nice.
You can't see them. I can see about 10 people.
Yeah, well, you can only see like I can see how dense the vapor is. Basically, when you're there, you don't need to vape. You could just breathe, and you don't even need to bring them on.
Right.
At that point. And of course, next to him is the ever effervescent Scope 666, the man with the best teeth in vape. All right, thank you, Country Pammy. 317 people in the room, even though it only says 79 for me in the room. So, thank you, Country Pammy, for the we'll call it the Acu Pammy number. That's what we're gonna call it, the Acu Pammy number. So tonight we have a lot of giveaways, of course, and we do have a few special guests coming on tonight. We have Mooch and Freeze coming on. They're going to be talking about a new company, a new product, a new
sensation.
I was about to say a new sensation.
A new sensation.
Oh, just Freeze.
As a matter of fact, Freeze is in the room with us already, and he's already given you a shout out. Joe, nice hat.
Yeah, well, we're going to get into that. But all right, so Just Freeze is coming on tonight. Okay, but we're going to be talking about something called ModEnvy. So I'm really excited about this, and he's going to come on. He's going to talk about it. We're going to give him a little plug, a little interview. He's going to talk about everything, and this is a first of its kind. I have to be honest with you guys. This is something brand new. But a lot has happened over the last 2 weeks, guys. We had a holiday, Halloween, which is my second only to Christmas. Halloween is my favorite holiday.
Actually, statistically speaking, Halloween is the second largest holiday for consumerism.
Yeah, I love Halloween, and Tiger will tell you, to the point where she got sick. She's like, "Oh my God, enough with the fucking Halloween already." And then of course, me and Tiger did get married, and then Tiny Vapor had a baby.
So was the second honeymoon like a ghost chasing, like adventure thing on Halloween? Is that why we missed last week?
Well, no, it was just Halloween's my favorite holiday. Well, my second favorite holiday. So we're not doing ModEnvy on Halloween. It's that simple.
And I confess, I was surprised by that. I thought you would be so excited to do a Halloween ModEnvy, but it was like, no way! We have to have that night off.
Joe, let me help you out here. Happy wife, happy life. Halloween is now your third favorite holiday, or fourth, depending behind her birthday and behind your anniversary. I'm just trying to get the points now.
Yes, he is correct. As the married guy over here, I can tell you he's absolutely right.
Well, you know what? I've been married for October 24th. I don't know. It's 7 days.
I'm really messing
like 2
up
weeks.
right
Exactly 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Exactly 2 weeks.
You think?
And I have the ring to prove it. It's right here, ladies and gentlemen. I am officially married, and she has the ring to prove it. So now there was something else that happened in the course of this week, and a specific ModEnvy host. She had a baby, and the baby has become the smallest ModEnvy host. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want us to get banned from Vaping Underground. Vaping Underground Live. I don't want Vaping Underground Live to get banned from Vapors.tv. But Tiny did bring in a video camera.
Uh-oh.
and she did capture the birth live. Oh, wait, here she is.
Yeah, hold on, let me get her in here.
Here she is to kick your ass, Joe.
Oh, God. What did he say?
No.
Oh, they're going to roll the footage of the birth.
Yeah.
She did. Now, listen, I don't want to get us banned here, but she did roll footage of the live birth. It was sent to me in Facebook. Scope, can you run the footage that was sent to me, please?
All right, here we go. Hopefully we don't get banned for this.
Oh my God.
All right, there we go. I love that. I love all three of those movies.
I was looking for something for Tiny, and I just remembered the MIB pregnancy thing, and I was just like, damn, Tiny! Oh my God! I'm shocked you're here so early.
And shocked, like, girl, you look amazing. Nobody has the right to look that good that soon.
That's true.
How are you feeling?
I feel good. I feel really good. I had amazing labor. They actually brought Tyler's cousin in there to kind of be some birth control, and she was like, that was the easiest labor I've ever seen in my life. Like, she was like, that's not birth control at all. She was like, I want a baby. So
Oh, wow.
so it was pretty easy.
So
Well,
just
Yes,
kinda
I
just
am already
out there.
thinner in the face. Ha! I took all that water weight.
No,
Yeah,
you know
for
what
sure.
though? I have to tell you, you've recovered. I have to tell you, when you were pregnant, your face was kind of swollen.
Oh, it was one of the first things that happened was my face swole.
And now
pretty big.
your face is back to where it was pre-pregnancy. Amazing, like just
Yeah.
back. Boom.
The day after, I looked in the mirror and I was like, yay, my double chin is gone.
Well, I mean, it kind of happens when you get pregnant and stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
But,
Yeah, you have a lot of water retention or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
by the way, ladies and gentlemen, this is Tiny Vapor, a CGI version. She's not really here.
Yeah.
Scope 666 has actually made this. This is completely
Yeah, it's like Max Headroom, but the tiny vapor version. I can program her to say anything I want. It's awesome.
all right, so Tiny, are you here for the show, or are you here for just a couple minutes? or you...
I'm just here for a little bit because I don't know how long it's going to be before she needs to eat again. She's like, I guess they call it marathon feeding, where most babies, they'll eat like every, oh, what is that? Oh, it was Nitro. Where most babies will eat like every 3 hours. She's just like every 20 minutes or every 3 hours. It's so you never really know right now.
Now, can we announce the baby's name to the world?
Yeah.
Or is that something private?
No, that's
I thought
fine.
it was Tinier Vapor.
Tinier Vapor.
Tiniest vapor.
Her name is Madeline, Madalyn. So I kind of spelled it Mada so to keep people from calling her Maddie, but everyone's already starting. So
Now, I got a question. Is that like an homage to Maiden because it kind of starts out the same way?
Yeah, there you go.
I never thought of that, but no.
But I saw the first picture you brought out of her, and she was sitting there. There's just the face to feet picture you had of her. She has really defined lips, and I'm like, is she already giving Facebook the duck face? I mean,
Yeah.
for real, is she already doing the duck face at like 1 day old?
When she's sleeping and I just stare at her, but when she's sleeping, she just like goes through faces. She'll make a sad face, she'll smile, she'll make a kissy face. Like she just is practicing all of her Facebook picture profiles.
Does she have an Instagram account yet? That's what I want to know.
No.
Yeah, when are you getting her a cell phone? That's what everybody wants to know. When are you getting her a cell phone?
Never. She looks nothing like me, but when Tyler's cousin saw her, she said, well, she looks nothing like Caitlin, but I guess you could say she's got nice eyebrows, and she goes, eyebrows on fleek. She
Awesome.
does not look like me at all. She looks exactly like Tyler, 100%.
Well, yeah, your son looks 1,000% you. It's Tiny Vapor in male form. It's ridiculous. This one, I was like, yeah, it definitely takes after the father on this one.
I think her hair is actually going to change colors because it's like blackish brown, but underneath you can see like some blonde underneath it. So I'm thinking it might change to my color, which would be kind of cool.
So, before we get into all the crazy stuff, because I know you're busy, I know you got a lot of stuff to do, I know you don't, sitting in a chair may even hurt these days. How long did it take? What was the situation? Labor, the whole shit.
Okay, I guess I'll just go through like a labor story. She was, I was going to be induced on the 3rd, and I had completely given up trying like to induce labor or anything like that. And I started having contractions on the 2nd at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I went to sleep because I had been having contractions all week, and they were false contractions, so I didn't think anything was happening. I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning in so much pain I could hardly stand. So I kind of waited a while, and about 9 or 10 I went to the hospital, and they didn't even tell me anything. They checked me, and they said I was only dilated to a 3, and they still didn't tell me whether I was actually staying or not until they brought me my paperwork for an epidural, and they had me sign it. And I was like, wait a minute, so does that mean I'm having a baby today? And they're like, yeah, you're having a baby today. So they put me on Pitocin, which what that does is makes you dilate faster. Mm-hmm. And I got really tired because I had been up from 2 to 6 in pain, and I fell asleep for probably maybe 45 minutes to an hour. And when I woke up, I was dilated to a 10. So I slept through everything, and when I woke up, we were ready to go.
10?
Yeah, that's
like some Ron Jeremy shit written on me.
No, that's I actually
10
remember
means where you want to be.
That's the go
great.
time number.
Yeah, 10 means get ready to push. So then, and Tyler had no idea. Everyone in the room was like, "Oh, she's dilated to a 10," and Tyler was like, "Cool." And he's just sitting there playing on his FIFA game, because he thought it was still going to be a while. And I was like, no.
Clash of Clans while you're pushing.
I was like, Tyler, I was like, put your fucking phone down. I'm dilated to a 10. And he was like, what does that mean?
Just 10, shit, this bitch goes to 11.
But the nurses, what they do is they have you push with them before they bring the doctor. And so I pushed with them maybe 4 or 5 times. And then they were like, okay, we're ready for the doctor. The doctor came, and I probably pushed maybe 5 more times. And she was in the world.
Now,
So,
holy shit.
Well,
yeah.
that went well. Good for everybody.
well, I guess I can owe that one to Kegels or whatever. I got some strong walls in there.
I gotta say, Jockey Public just said no man should watch his playground being destroyed.
But no, I did everything that they tell you to do. They tell you to do a lot of Kegels, and it will really strengthen everything down there and help push. So they actually had to tell me to chill out on pushing because she was coming too fast.
I do got a question about pushing with the nurses. When they're having you practice push with the nurses, is one of them down there just in case? Does she have to catch her mitt on and everything?
Yeah, they're completely ready. They just want you to push until the doctor needs to come in and take her out. So
the JJ is strong with this one. And that's the other thing that happened this weekend was the new Star Wars trailer. So the Force,
the Force is strong.
Tiny Vapor pushing out within 6 pushes. I don't know. The Force is strong.
New Call of Duty came out. That's another.
New Call of Duty.
New Call of Duty came out.
The plans are aligning.
Yeah. So the nurses were so they were the most amazing cheerleaders too. I was so focused. They were like, "You're doing so amazing. You are the best at this," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm the best at this," and I was just going, and it just happened really fast and really easy. And
Tiny, I gotta admit, you just gave me a whole new fantasy. Cheerleader nurses, that has to be on the internet somewhere.
I'm sure it is. But I was completely fine afterwards. I was walking around and didn't take any pain medication, nothing.
Wow.
Ready to go.
She's like,
oh,
yeah,
good.
she's like, straight up. She's like, damn straight, bitch.
I got this.
That's really great.
Oh my gosh. Tyler wants me to tell you guys about he's sitting here over and over again.
There's the thumbs.
I didn't want to bring that up. Okay, when her head was almost out, I didn't want to make anyone sick.
When she was crowning?
Yeah, when she was crowning, the nurse goes, "Oh my gosh, she has so much hair." And she goes, "Literally, I'm making a faux hawk out of it." So she was down there, making a faux hawk out of the hair, waiting on the doctor. So thanks, Tyler. I didn't want to say that.
If it's a little girl, why do they call it crowning? Why don't they call it tiaraing?
All right, listen, ladies and gentlemen, only on ModEnvy will you hear a host of ModEnvy's having a baby. The baby's head is crowning. I don't know if you guys know what that means, but the baby's head is about to come out the JJ, and there's the husband making a mohawk.
No, he wasn't making it was a nurse.
And the first time the
nurse was doing it. Okay, I thought he was.
No, he wasn't down there at all. He never even looked down there.
The first time the husband sees that, it changes him.
Yeah, he didn't look.
I remember did a quick peek, and I'm like, let me go back up by the head area. I like the head area. The head area is good. I can be more supportive up there.
My wife's face looks fantastic at this moment.
Yeah, she's so beautiful. Let me just go hang by her head.
Yeah, the entire thing was extremely calm. I think everybody else I was just so quiet. Like, Tyler's just looking at me like, why are you so good at this? He's like, why are you not bitching at me? He goes, thanks for making labor experience so amazing for me, because he went in thinking I would curse at him or yell at him, and I'd look at him and smile or give him a kiss, like in between pushes, like,
your parents told me you were adopted. That kind of shit when you're pushing, you saying all kinds of crazy stuff.
So yeah, it was pretty amazing, and plus I was super happy to have her out because I had that bad rib pain, and it went away right after she came out. So
well, we would assume yes. Now what was her statistics?
She was 7 pounds 6 ounces and 20 inches.
Okay.
One of my two was exactly that weight. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, she was born at 5:18. 5:18 p.m. on the 2nd.
Awesome sauce. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's just go over this. What show in vaping can we talk about somebody who's had a baby just within weeks of the show, and especially something like Tiny?
Whoa! Not within weeks. Within the week.
Yeah, I had a baby like 5 days ago.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what?
5 days ago.
Yeah. Well, my timeline has been skewed because we went through a few things. But let's face this. Tiny Vapor had a baby. You look at her. You're like, you're pregnant, really? And she's like, yep. And she's just stands up, and there's just a little boop, and all of a sudden, boom, baby. Unbelievable. So I would say that we are the first vaping show in history to have a host have a baby live on air. Represented live on air with
yeah.
But all right. So the true number in the room is 408 according to Country Pammy. We're going to call that the AccuWeather number. Like AccuWeather, we now have the AccuWeather number live on ModEnvy. No, Tiny, you are allowed to leave whenever you want. I know you're tired. I know you got lots of stuff to do.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do. I know, you and Tyler have a newborn, and you have to do what you have to do. So whenever you just vanish, boom, it's fine.
Okay.
Yes. You have
the phone down. We know you gotta go.
You've definitely earned the right to pull the plug whenever you need to.
Okay, so listen. I know we just blew out about a half hour, but about 11 o'clock. Again, Freeze is coming on to talk about Trade and Vape, our guest, and we have a ton of giveaways now. Nitro, are you available to do the giveaways tonight?
Of course I am.
No, are you able to say what we're giving away tonight?
Of course I am. I've been sitting here waiting. So they just did some giveaways here, but tonight on ModEnvy Live, let's start off with Wake and Vape giving away a Red Skelly 150 temp control with a black carbon fiber skin and a carbon vape sock. We got Voltage Vapor Shop with a sniper box.
Drinking?
No, I have. I've been drinking Cherry Dr. Pepper because it's hot as fuck in here. Okay?
Hey, guess what, Nitro? For the first time in 9 months.
Woo!
Nice. Yeah.
Not your father's root beer.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so Tiny's drinking because she can now.
Well, I'm not really. I can't drink. It doesn't. I don't know. It's hard. I made a glass of wine last night. I took 2 sips out of it and let it sit till it got hot.
Wow.
So I'm not good at this anymore.
Okay, so let's start this over so I can go through it in one take like I normally do. So we got Wake and Vape with a Red Skelly 150, temp control with a black carbon fiber skin and a carbon vape stock. We got a voltage vapor shop with a sniper box mod and a 30 mil. A voltage vapor shop custom blend e-liquid. We got vape mall with the OBS VCT tank. We have Mr. Vape. We're going to be talking about him.
By the way, new sponsor.
2 drip tips and 3 30 mils of Cloud Walker. We got Jersey Devil Vapors with 3 bottles of Janae's juice. We got Insane E-Liquid with a vape clean kit and a 60 mil. We got Halo 6 with 3 30 mils of the new High VG flavor. We got Vaping Watch with a 50 gift code, a 25 gift code, a 25 gift code, and a 25 gift code. I like repeating myself. We got Lotus E6 with 20 bottles of juice. 4 people will win 5 bottles of juice. We have Vape News Magazine, the gift that keeps on giving. And I'm not talking about herpes. They're 1-year subscription. We got E-Cig Outpost with 3 $20 gift codes. We got Standard Vape with the big box of juice. We got Sun Vapors giving away 2 LG batteries and an XR charger. We got Smug Juice giving away 2 Samsung 25Rs and a 15 mil bottle of juice. Smoke Signals with 430 mils. Perfection Vapes with 430 mils. Mad Cat Vapors with $321 gift codes. We got J-Wraps giving away 3 wraps for standards and 2 cups. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. 2 cups, 3 wraps. Sounds like a bad internet meme. All right, so we got Juice Mafia giving away 2 30 mil bottles that you can't forget about. We got the E-Juice Superstore giving away the entire Major Vapes Traveler line. And last but not least, we have DSV Creations with 6 30 mils going to 1 lucky winner. And a partridge and a pear tree.
I think we got to start. I think we got to hire the Mighty Machines guy. Remember that guy with the Mighty Machines? Like Mighty Machines, like that really fast talker guy. You know,
hey,
those people.
Scope is coming back from vacation. I was trying to give him a break. You know I can do it faster than that.
There was a part where I was starting to lag behind. Perfection, Smoke Signals, and Mad Cats were really tight, and I could barely get that section done. But
I've never heard of Micro Machines, but yeah, I was laughing because Mighty Machines is something Joe watches with my son.
My son loves Mighty Machines.
And again, welcome to the newer, softer, gentler ModEnvy because Joe got laid.
I do watch Mighty Machines with her. I watched her long before we got married with her son, Mighty Machines. But he had a little fire engine. It wound up in my slipper. And I got up in the morning, I'm just kind of like pulling all the shit out of my eye, I'm making a coffee, and all of a sudden I put my foot in the slipper, and there's a fucking race car in it. And I'm like, welcome to the rest of your fucking life.
Oh, you haven't learned the pain of Legos yet,
You know what
sir.
I mean? Like,
the pain of Legos.
Oh yeah, no. Until you stepped on a Lego in that same condition, you don't know.
But it was just in that moment while how the Hot Wheel found its way into my slipper.
Well,
I was just like, it's over. I'm officially married. It's the rest of my life, and it was really funny. It was really great.
Well, you got to understand, your slipper is pretty much as big as the kid's leg. To him, that's a terrific garage for his cars.
All right, so we do have time. We do have to do vape mail because there's a lot of vendors that sent us a lot of stuff over the last few weeks, and we have been missing in action for the last 2 weeks, and we do have to pay homage to those that had given us free stuff.
Can I turn to the aftermath of the cloud comp? This is what the room looks like.
Pretty hazy.
wow, that's crazy.
Well, it looks like London.
I feel like I'm in a bad episode of Walking Dead or something. There's just like, I can't see the cash register. I'm going to walk down that way while y'all start vape mail.
All right, so I'm going to start with Scope on this one because I know Nitro's out and Tiny's out for the moment. Scope, have you gotten anything in vape mail? You got to go back now, 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, that's true. I do have to go back. Well, I'm going to do the obvious one because I'm set up for it. I took a picture because there's so many flavors that there's no way I could try to hold these all up. So this is what they look like. These are the Cloud Walkers by Mr. Vape, I believe.
God, you know what, man? You do such a good job doing that. That's a beautiful, beautiful picture.
You know, it's cool. The Vaping Watch guys, I took a shot like this of their stuff, and they use it on their as their banner on their Facebook, which I'm really proud of. So yeah, thank you.
You do a fantastic job.
Well, my trick, I'll tell you one of my tricks. I have this little LED light here, and I shine the LED light down on the bottles, and it makes the bottles look really cool. Kind of gives them a little bit of a color and a little glow to it. So it's just my little trick there that I do. But
fantastic, sir.
Oh, and you see that drip tip in the picture that I can show you guys live here. I put it on the TFE4, but it's a really, really pretty tip there. Really, really, really solidly built. It's got this like nice metal core, and so yeah, it's just awesome vape mail. I think that's really the main thing that I remember. I know I got to go back a couple weeks. Oh, and then the other obvious one, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is new for this, would be the High VG Halo.
Yeah.
So this is Tribeca, which was my first all-day vape ever. So now we can finally drip it. I like the packaging. It's clearly, by colors and everything else, obvious to tell that this is the High VG version versus their regular stuff. So it's clearly marked, and I believe this is also here. Let's get to the back. Should be 3 milligram there. So nice. In the past it was always 6 milligram high PG. Kind of had to use it in old school devices. Now you can drip it like anything else.
And that's
so
cool
really
to have 3 milligram too, because none of us have gotten 3 milligram yet. So
yeah. So nice packaging. So I was really psyched about that because that flavor is near and dear to my heart, as you can tell if you look up there. I got the poster up on the wall. I started with Halo. The wife started with Halo. I'm now actually trying to. My dad's in town from LA visiting, and I'm trying to use Tribeca, even though I'm a juice maker. I'm trying to use Tribeca to hook my dad in, because he's been vaping for a couple of years on those green Cigalikes, and they kind of work for him, but he still cheats and smokes. So I had to, I've been lecturing him, and I'm like, all right, listen, what you're using is not working, because if you had something good, you wouldn't smoke at all. Trust me.
Right.
We have to find you the right combo with the right equipment and the right flavor. And if I find that for you, I promise you won't smoke anymore. And I said, and I don't want to sound like an asshole, but I said, I hit him hard with this one. I said, look, I already lost one of my parents to smoking. You're the last remaining one. I'd like to keep you here for a while. So, I kind of gave him the old son guilt trip. So I put a whole setup together for him, loaded it up with the old school Halo, because I'm having him start with mouth to lung, because it's more cigarette-like. And so far so good. We'll see how he does. He's here until Tuesday, so my goal is to hopefully send him home without any sort of thought of cigarettes. So we'll see how I do. But
right on. Well, good luck. I'm rooting for you guys.
Okay, so we'll move on to Tiger on this one. Tiger,
okay. Now, I don't know where to start, so I'm just going to go for broke here. I'm going to hold some of my vape mail until later, because it's going to make better sense to talk about it when our guests are here. I'm guessing. Is good call, Joe, or... Yeah, all right, we'll go with that. I did want to show you guys, we did get some juice in from Mr. Vape. Now, I haven't had a chance to try any of those, but that's our new sponsor. I wanted to show you this drip tip. And I just love this. Come on now, focus for the nice folks at home. It is like tigery. It's all orange and black, but that blue you're seeing in it is partly the reflection of the light on my camera, but partly it's actually in there as well. There are these beautiful blue sections in there. What really impressed me is the steel goes all the way through, so that's going to be really durable, and 2 O-rings, really nicely constructed, no wobble, good fit. So I'm really impressed with the drip tip. I mean, he's doing beautiful work, and we looked at a bunch of them Tuesday night on Done Deal as well. Great stuff. Excited to have them as a new sponsor. Thank you so much for that. Now, where to jump to next? Did get some of the Halo in to try as well. Now, I haven't busted into that yet, but it's only a matter of time before I crack that Belgian cocoa and give that a try in the 3 milligram, the new cloud formula. For the wedding, T-Max, Watch and crew, they were so kind to send us a new batch of T-Max's juice. We've got 6 new flavors, including, Canada, maple glazed donut. You gotta love that. And there is, I'll go through the flavors super quickly. Honey dew straw pear. Okay, they're not going to focus. I'll just read them to you. Homemade apple pie. There's a boosted homemade apple pie, and Joe is raving about those already. A cinnamon dusted donut to add to the donut collection. And which one am I missing? Vanilla cream. That's the one. Vanilla cream donut. And of course, they looked after my unholy addiction for the dragon banana fruit. So check out, if you haven't already, owe it to yourself, check out the T-Max stuff. 6 bills, 30 mils, very, very competitively priced, and great juice, no question. Now, this was exciting. Yesterday, this showed up. Joe ordered this for me. Thank you, darling. And he's been using one for a while. He's been really, really happy with it. And when there was a great special on just recently, and head on over to vaporjoes.com to check it out.
Cute.
Right? The E-Square, two batteries in there. And just so nicely made. So nicely made. 40 watt. This is the legitimate evolved DNA chip. And, don't be fooled. It shows the USB there. You can't charge that way. I'm assuming that's, to do with firmware or something like that in the future. But so nicely put together and all the great colors. So, of course, I chose purple. Pammy, I know you'll approve.
I had my eye on that exact mod in your hand, Tiger. That purple looks badass. So I love that. Well,
I love precision-made stuff, and I'm just so impressed with how this goes together. Like, it is just so, perfectly fit. It's just a perfect fit. The little, I don't know what you call it, little spring-loaded ball bearing there to hold it in place when it slides shut. Just really, really well crafted, E-Square. So thank you, Joe. It's everything you said it would be after using one. Now, is there anything else I'm missing? I'm relying on him as my memory tonight.
Yes, I had great vape mail. A certain somebody from Canada came down and married me. And
yeah, that was your big vape mail.
But other than that, no, I think that's it, babe. All right. So now, Tiny, I know you've been really busy. I'm assuming you probably don't have much vape mail.
I hate to be like, oh, I got what everybody else got, but I got the T-Max No Frills Mills. I literally got it just a couple of days before I went in labor, and I was not feeling good. I wasn't even able to vape anything really, other than the juice that has been my go-to for the last couple of weeks. So I do have vape mail.
But you do have vape mail. You got a baby.
I got my mind has literally been on nothing. I got a package the other day, and it sat there for 2 days before I actually even opened it. So, and I hate to be that person, but it was just a package. I gotta go do this.
You had bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, but I don't know if I talked about this on the show at all. I don't know if I had tried it by then, but I know I posted it on ModEnvy. But this is, I'm sure you guys are all familiar with Flawless Vape Shop. They make they have the tugboats and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They actually have a juice, and it's called Flawless.
Sauce?
No, it's just Flawless. And this one is actually Hot Mess. It is a warm churro with vanilla bean ice cream. Ooh. And I cannot vape anything else right now. I can't even think about anything else. This stuff is delicious. It's 60 mils, and it's $25 for 60 mils, and it comes in this really cool bottle here that you twist.
Yeah, I like those kind of bottles.
60 mils.
And I've been, for the juice that I was obsessed with before this, which was Plumpers, I was paying $22 for a 30 mil. So $2-3 more for 60. Yes, please. And Vapor DNA also carries this juice in case you guys have those $10 off coupons or whatever. or you guys can use a Vapor Joe coupon on that as well and get it way cheaper. So that's the link for that for Vapor DNA. But this stuff is my obsession right now. I think I went through, I think this is my 3rd bottle. So, loving it. But, I mean, other than that, I'm sure I have plenty of vape mail maybe. It might still be in boxes.
And Tiny, I owe you one very large Madscope as sort of a congratulations bottle.
Give it
That
a baby edition.
I was kind of holding out because I wanted to be able to just send you whatever Nick you wanted and not have to worry about diluting it or anything like that. I figured, all right, I'll make it her.
Yeah.
There you go. So.
What's kind of, I'll be like so ready for that too, because I was vaping like fruity stuff just right before this, which is so weird that now I'm vaping this, and it has that like cinnamony, like almost oatmeal-y, like cookie kind of vape. So yeah, I'm really excited for that.
Cool.
Oh, you're not gonna be when you vape this. You're gonna want to be like, listen, I want a gallon immediately. With a pump. Like,
Yeah.
Just a pump it
Just
into
in the IV. Yeah.
intravenous. Yes, that's the way you're gonna do it. It's fantastic.
We finally conquered Joe's sister, which was a huge hurdle for a long time.
My sister was like, oh, vaping, like, oh, that's terrible. And then all of a sudden she tried the Madscope, and it was all over. At that point, she was hooked. So hopefully I can get her to be a permanent vapor.
I'm really excited to try it. I know that I really liked the Madscope from Mad Cat, and you said yours is a little different, so I'm excited for that.
Very, very subtle differences. So,
And I'm sure I'll be able to pick it up because I wouldn't say self-proclaimed. Actually don't think I'm a vape snob. I'm just like, oh, that's a little astringent.
the only we've tried to figure it out, and the only perceivable thing would be different brand of VG, PG.
Yeah.
That's about it. So it's very, very. If you can tell, you got really, good palate.
Yeah, I would like to think that I have a really, really good palate. That's
Well, we call it the challenge, so you'll be able to. Cool.
But yeah, if you guys are like, if churro, vanilla bean, oh my god, sounds good to you.
That sounds awesome. I want to try that stuff.
You really should. Like it just blew my mind how amazing it is. And I mean, it's not. I mean, obviously you can get no frills mills for $5, and that's super cheap. But this is like, I mean, I would pay $20 for a 30 mil, and I'm paying a little more for a 60. So cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Nitro, sir, how are you doing on vape mail? Or are you?
I'm doing great on vape mail. I got a box from Mr. Vapes and a box from Halo today. So now that I know what's in them, I'm kind of happy. I haven't got a chance to open them yet because straight after work I had to come up here to Epic Vapes. But the whole reason I was coming up here at Epic Vapes was to look at this mod and potentially pick it up, which is the Phoenix box mod. Comes in this awesome plastic container with a velvet pouch and like certificates of authenticity and everything. I want to show you this mod though, because this mod's clean as hell. And then I got a funny story behind it. So they just dropped the brand new burnt orange, which is what I was looking at. It's actual carbon fiber on the outside. This isn't a sticker. Parallel only, Fat Daddy. It's a milled box. This is what the inside of the box looks like. It's got laser engravings, and the wiring on it, this is what the wiring looks like. Super, super clean, super minimal wiring. So it's awesome. Now, I'm probably the only person in the world that goes to a vape shop to pick up a box mod and gets an atomizer and is happy with it. So when I was telling my friend Billy about this last night, he's like, well, I got a new one that Phoenix is actually putting out. I'm like, he's putting out a new mod already? He's like, no, it's not the new mod. He just dropped a new mod, but he's got a new atomizer. So let me put this back in the box. The new atomizer he dropped is called Firebird. And it looks like this, okay? Now, It's got, in my opinion, performance on par, if not better than the .com. And it's a much smaller package. It's U.S. designed, massive, like 3.2 millimeter post holes. The build I was vaping last night had 6 strands of 26 gauge going into each post hole, to give you an idea of how big they are. Massive juice well, great flavor. It's got 3 different selections for how the top cap works. One's adjustable that can go single coil, dual coil, tight draw, wide open draw, with either a metal or Delrin mouthpiece. And then they got a Delrin chuff, which is how I'm running it right now. This thing just chucks clouds. This is the Firebird, and what blew me away on it, you can get this in your hands for less than $50.
Nice.
So,
nice.
On the internet, it's $45 plus $5 shipping. The brick and mortars here are running it for $50, so it's the same price, but you can get the instant gratification. It's the Firebird RDA by Phoenix Box Mods. So yeah, this thing is freaking awesome.
Awesome sauce. All right, is that it, sir?
Yeah.
All right, so I do have 8 mail. I have something unique, because we all did get a lot of the same stuff. We got this stuff from Mr. Vape. Now, somebody in the room said, I've never heard of Mr. Vape. Let me tell you something about Mr. Vape. Mr. Vape has been around longer than most of you have been vaping. Okay, one of the first deals I did 3 years ago on Vapor Joe's was Mr. Vape. He's been around forever. Okay, so if you're talking about somebody with longevity, Mr. Vape has been around forever. And Scope threw up that lovely picture of the juice. I have it all here in this lovely box. I have not had a time to get into it and horse into it, but he did send us quite a bit of juice. Of course, I got 2 from Halo. I got the Tribeca and the Belgian Cocoa in the Cloud line. So that's I can't wait to horse into that. But there's something I have to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, that is rather sad. And that is the Provari Radius. Now, I bought the Provari Radius out of my own money. All the reviewers in the world, I think, that are reviewing this got it for free. Now, anybody who knows me, I love the Provari. I have been a big Provari lover. I have 6 or 7. Tiger bought me the Dragon Provari 2
You
month.
have not always been the Provari.
No, wait. Well, yes, but that was before I had a Provari. Like, I yelled about Provari before
I
owned a
remember how
Provari.
long it took me to convince you to get a Provari.
All right, but that's fine. That was 2 years ago. But since then, I own 6 or 7 Provaris, and I went out and I bought their new box mod called the Radius. Okay, it cost me $200. Okay, I didn't get it for free. I paid out of my own pocket $200 for this mod right here. And I'm like, oh, it's a Provari. It's gonna, last me through the zombie apocalypse. No, it won't. The reason why it's not going to do that is because it's no better than it's no better than this. Actually, this SMY 60 watters actually has more fit and finish than this does, because you have to understand something. Oh, down goes the mod.
Mod down.
This is all metal. Okay, up here is all metal. Down here is all metal. This whole red area is plastic.
Hang on. Fucking Provari's using fucking plastic?
Yes, this is all plastic. This whole fucking thing is plastic. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You're Provari. This should be a $60 mod, and then they should come out with the metal edition that costs $200.
Yeah, you were able to run over the first gen Provari with a truck and nothing would happen.
I mean, it really bothered me. They came out with this box mod. I'm like, yeah, finally, they're gonna do all this shit.
What the fuck were they thinking releasing a fucking? I'm about to get cranky.
They call it a high tension polycarbonate. It's fucking plastic,
Okay,
it's
hang
like
on.
calling it German polycarbonate. It's
Is it like the
plastic.
J-Raps plastic?
Listen to it. Wait, guys, listen to it. Does this sound like metal to you? No, it's fucking plastic. It's fucking plastic. And
So it's not even
really-
like the super indestructible like J-Wraps plastic. It's just like regular plastic.
Yeah, and you know what? No, I hats off to them. They made a new chip. It's nice, but is it worth $200? Fuck no, because I bought a Pro-Vari for its fit and finish. I bought a Pro-Vari that I know I can run over with a truck and it's gonna last.
It's fucking plastic.com, says
Fuck.
Mad Rocks.
It's fucking
Go buy that shit.
plastic. You know, that's it. So if you are going to buy one of these, if you want to buy one of these, you have to be a Pro-Vari fanboy. I went out and bought one. Yeah, if you're gonna buy one and you think it's gonna be the Pro-Vari of old, it's not.
We're
Sorry,
coming
And
up-
Pro-Vari.
that like
Sorry,
really
Pro
sucks
Babe.
too, because these days, like back in the day, $200 for a mod was about normal. $200 for a mod, like these days, especially with how many awesome mods we have for very cheap, like it better like wipe your ass or something, like let
That's
alone
my
be
point.
plastic.
My
Yeah,
question
it really
is,
blew my mind. It really, I was shocked when I got this. I thought this was going to be kind of like a reddish, kind of skin around metal, but no, it's just straight up plastic, and I was really pissed off when I got it. But hey, it is what it is. I
Okay.
paid for it. It's my honest review of it. Does it work great? Yes, it does. It does everything it says it does. Is it worth $200? No.
I got
Fucking
2
30
questions
watts for
from this.
$200? Fuck no.
I got 2 questions from this. Okay, so as close as Pro-Vari and fucking Evolve are, because
I've been saying this forever.
They were
They
like
should
that
come out with
forever?
some. They should
why
come
did
out
they
with some
use the
epic
Evolve
fucking-
200? But beside that, it's coming up to time for our fucking year-end predictions. I want to get an early one here. How long do you think it'll be before Pro-Vari goes the way of Super T?
No, you know what? I have to be honest with you. And a lot of you are going to laugh out there. Even though I pissed and moaned about this particular mod, their two mods are still to a new vapor, to people, even like me, to the nostalgia, are worth the money because they came out with something called the Pro-Vari Classic. They've really dropped their prices, so you can get yourself in the Classic Pro-Vari for like $99. So you know, it's they're there. They'll be around for a while. They have the staying power. They got the money. They have the advertising. They have the affiliate programs. They have everything in place that they'll be around for a while.
Super T
was just-
had that though.
No, they didn't. Super T had a fantastic machine shop. That's all they had, and a reputation. And they failed because they never grew from there. They didn't start advertising. They didn't do anything as far as affiliate marketing. They didn't do anything as far as advertising. They just thought their name would carry them, and that's why they failed. It really sucked that they left too, because Super T made some amazing shit. Really made some really good stuff. When we went out of business, I bought a ton of.
I don't even remember what it's called now, but I have this Super T, the teeny tiny one that took like that little bitty battery. I don't even remember. It was
Super
before the
T
ELAs
Precise
and
Plus.
stuff. Precise Plus, yes. Oh my gosh, it was so cute, but
Yeah.
couldn't really use it for anything, so I just kept it in a
Pro-Vape
little
been around a while,
sleeve.
and you know they collaborate with Zen. I mean, they have a lot of stuff going on with each other. I don't see them going away anytime soon. But this box mod, Pro-Vape, if you're listening, just dump the fucking plastic and put at least an aluminum shell, please. Something that's not plastic. I mean, it's like Fisher Price mod.
Well, I can't help but think, you know, you're saying 40 watts, $200 made of plastic. 40 watts, $60 made of metal.
Yeah, well, exactly. Well, that was a really good deal. But
Well, it was. I mean,
Yeah, that's crazy
why I'm
good price for that.
That's why I'm asking when they're going to go the way of the Precise Plus and Super T, because what I've noticed is companies that do not embrace the changes in the vaping markets die. They're still trying to produce stuff like it was 2 years ago when I
Yeah,
was
I
trying
get
to
that.
convince
I
you
get
to
that.
use a Pro-Vari.
Well, no, I get that 100%. I hear you on that. But, you know, I mean, you know, a lot of people live in their bubble and they listen to all the yes people and they have money and everybody's like, yes, everything's perfect. And they live in that bubble and then they don't realize somebody across the street is making something 10 times better than them. And they look up and they go, oh, shit. And then, boom, they're out of business.
Yeah, we were all Pro-Vari heads. Like me and Nitro both had our Pro-Varis every show. His was ModEnvy wrapped, and And I had mine. I was obsessed with it. I recommended it to everybody. And I mean, then Nitro and I moved to mechanicals, I think, before everyone else was still on their Proberries. But we were huge, huge fanboys of them for sure.
Yeah,
So,
and I
that
know
sucks.
Twisted and Grim Green and B. Basardo gave this a wonderful review. Sorry, guys, I have to disagree with all of you. I paid for my mod, and it's not worth the money I paid for it. Sorry,
Okay.
but it's not.
40 watts. Is the Anakin Coolfire 4 better constructed?
What's that?
It's a 40 watt mod, right?
Oh,
Is the
this-
Anakin Coolfire 4 better
This one?
constructed?
I have it right here in front of me. This one?
Yeah,
This little Cool Fire 4?
yeah.
Compared to this is better constructed than this is.
And it has a battery in
The
it.
top part is nice, and the bottom part is nice. It's just all this center shit that's all plastic. If this was all metal, this shit would be a winner. I mean, to borrow
Happy
from
birthday,
Gary
Crazy
Chicken
Chef.
And
but-
20 more watts, Joe. I think if it would have been a 60-watt mod, it would have been a lot more. At least, I mean, 60 isn't crazy high, but at least you can run some tanks on it. You know.
I really believe if I pushed as hard as I could crush the plastic in my hand. And I'm not going to do it because I paid $200 for the fucking mod. I know I couldn't do it with the Cool Fire 4. So that's all I'm going to say.
That's just a little annoying though, because a lot of people have been you associate the quality with Ferrari, and then you pay $200 thinking it's going to be amazing, and then you get it and you're just like, okay, this is
and I don't want
average.
Probate to think I'm shitting on them, because I'm not. I love Probate. I really do love you guys. I'm just very disappointed in the mod that I paid for, and that's just I'm being honest as a person who bought a mod from a company. I'm not being a dick, and I'm not trying to say, oh, your mods are... Because I pushed this mod. When it first came out, I was like, damn, the radius, it's awesome. People buy it. And then I bought it, and I was like, fuck, I pushed this. And I'm not pushing this anymore. You know?
Look what Jester wrote. I can't even say it, but it's funny.
So, you know, anyway, we have a certain person coming on now. Before we do, we need to knock out a few giveaways. Sorry, Freeze, we need to do this because we've gone long. It's 11 o'clock and we haven't done one giveaway yet.
Why don't we go ahead and hit a big one? Why don't we go ahead and start with the Sigelli 150 TC?
Now, who's giving this away?
That's Wake and Vape. Like,
Oh,
they're giving
Wake
away
and Vape?
like a red, like Sigelli, like 150.
Is that the
Like
yeah, that's
temp control, like with a black carbon, like wrap, and like a carbon, like vape sock, like, you know?
Oh, so they're doing the whole shtick. They're not just giving away the mod. They're giving away that, plus the carbon wrap, plus the mod sock, plus the whole shtick, right?
Yep, it all goes to one lucky person.
Oh my god. Yeah, guys, head over to Wake and Vape. Wake and Vape's been around for just a little while, less than a year, but they're really pushing hard. They always have really cool stuff. Now, Scope's showing the blue version, but they're giving away a red version. It's actually kind of sad.
Yeah, this is actually purple, but the camera won't pick up the shade. You guys saw it in
Totally looks
person.
blue in the camera. What?
Yeah, but you saw it in person. You both saw it. It's definitely
It's
purple.
purple.
Yeah, it's got a
blue.
purplish. It's a blue, but it's got a purplish cast to it that the camera just does not do justice to. The color of that is gorgeous.
It's like
Like
indigo.
a full blue.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like indigo.
yeah.
It's a fantastic mod, and with the people over at Wake and Vape, they always throw in extras. Like if you go to their website and you want to buy a mod, make sure you look at everything, because sometimes they'll throw in a free battery, they'll throw in a free mod sock, they'll throw in this, they'll throw in that. Sometimes they'll throw in free eaches. Really, really good people. We actually interviewed them many months ago, and they're coming on the scene hard. So get over to Wake and Vape. One lucky winner is going to get this package. Let's do this. Since Tiny's here, she can announce the name.
Banjo Bird.
Congratulations, Banjo Bird. And I'm just going to give Pammy a sec for the for the email address, because that one I don't remember.
Did Pammy phone? Oh, there we go.
No, she's on it. Oh, they're emailing us? Well, there you go. All right, Banjo Bird, we need you to email winners@modenvy.net. That's winners@modenvy.net. Let them know that you won the Red Sigelli 150 TC with all the goodies that go with on ModEnvy, and we'll need your screen name, your real name, and your mailing address in that email as well. Congratulations to you. And please, the rest of you do head on over, check out wakeandvape.com.
All right. If Freeze is in the room, have him come in. But we are going to do a few giveaways before you go live. So just get them queued up and ready to go. All right. So Nitro, what else do you think we should do right away?
I kind of want to knock the mods out first, just in case.
Yep. Okay, no problem.
So why don't we go with one of my favorites next? The Voltage Vapor Shop giving away the Sniper Box Mod clone and a 30 mil of the Voltage Vapor Shop custom blended e-liquids.
Now, do we have a link to the Sniper Box Mod?
I don't, but I might be able to actually grab the authentic one.
All right, let me.
Never mind, they left. I don't have one handy. It's the hand grips from a Barrett 50 caliber. I could not put it a better way.
Son of a bitch, these people make me put my damn birthday in. Okay, yeah, January 1st, 1955. Great, okay.
Joe, all you gotta do is the year on most
Just
of those
change
gates.
the year.
Well, that's what I do. I said January 1st, 1955.
You don't have to do the month or the day. Most of them, it'll just work.
All right, so let's do looking for this mod as we speak. Oh, wow, they have really upped their game over there. And their mech mod. Is it a mech mod? There it is. I'm looking at it right now. Okay, Sniper Box mod. Wow, that's a really cool looking. That reminds me of slightly of my mag mod. It has that kind of magazine.
Now, the magazine load system in the authentic is fucking phenomenal. Like, I cried when I had to trade that mod. I had number 69 of the authentic Sniper Box mod, and I had to trade it. You put two 18650s in it, and literally it's like you're putting a clip into a gun, and to get the batteries out, it's a mag release switch.
All right, for those of you who want this mod, this isn't expensive. Now, I'm not saying their giveaway isn't worthy. It's very worthy. This mod is only $35. That's a fucking and that trigger. The trigger. I'm assuming the trigger is the power button. Fantastic.
Yes.
Amazing. Really beautiful fucking mod for $35.99.
One of the nice things about it is, unlike a lot of the pistol grip mods, you're not like trying to shoot yourself in the face with it. You're like away from yourself. You're pointing it away from yourself and pulling it that way, and it fits amazingly in the hand.
Wow, that's fantastic. So, guys, normally we have to talk about go over there. We got to talk about this and this.
Let me interrupt. We got to say goodnight to Tiny. She's got a baby to feed.
Oh,
Bye,
yeah,
Tiny.
go make baby milk. Bye, guys.
Have a good night. Thanks so much for coming in.
I had to say this live. Congratulations.
Yeah.
We all love you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Take good care.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay. All right. So off with Tiny. Anyway. Get over there and check out. You don't even need to go anywhere else. Just check out this Sniper Box mod. It's fucking incredible for $35 and 99 cents. I don't even know if they have a coupon code. You may even be able to get it cheaper. So get over there and buy it. All right. One lucky winner. Let's do this. I'll announce the names, Tiger, and you go with the. Okay, you know what, Tiger, you can do this.
All right, congratulations.
Why did Tiny have to leave?
0. Right? That was the perfect one for her. The letter 0, we need you to email voltagevaporshop@gmail.com. That's voltagevaporshop@gmail.com. Let them know that you won the Sniper Box mod on ModEnvy in the subject line, and include your screen name, your real name, your mailing address, and they will also need your nick level and flavor choice as well, because you're going to get 30 mils of a custom blend e-liquid, the Voltage Vapor Shop custom blend e-liquid. So, congratulations to you. The rest of you, go on over, check out the Sniper at voltagevaporshop.com.
Congratulations, winners. Now, somebody writes, it's a clone. Who cares? Who cares that it's a clone?
Actually, can I bring something up about that real quick? So I'm at a meet right now, obviously. I was at a Cloud Comp, and one of my very, very good local friends was here. And one thing he does is he trades a lot of authentic gear. And like before this place got jumping, we were outside conversating a little bit, and he's telling me how much the reselling of mods is just dead now. Nobody cares about it being authentic. Period. The clone quality has came so far. So that's where we're at.
Let's do another mod.
Up next, why don't we go ahead and I'm taking a quick look here. Why don't we knock out a set of batteries since I'm at a Cloud Comp? LGs were all over the place tonight. Let's talk about Sun Vapors.
Now the LGs, which ones are they? The yellow, the coffee, which are the reds? Which one are they giving away?
I don't know which ones they're giving away tonight.
Okay. Well, listen, LG batteries are fantastic. I love them. LGs are one of the premier. They're not the best, but they are one of the premier batteries in the vaping community. I've never had any problems with them. LGs are rarely cloned. Nobody talks about cloned LG batteries. You got the yellows. You got the coffee colored ones, and then of course you have the red ones. I've only used the red and the yellow ones. The coffee are the newest and the best. They just have more mAh, same amp rating. But now he's giving away an XR charger too, right?
Correct.
Yeah, is that the smaller of the? Is it the dual? Or?
I believe we did have it confirmed. It was the smaller of the chargers.
Okay. I just want to make sure because sometimes you hear XStar and you're thinking, oh, I'm going to get the one that holds 6 batteries. No, you're going to get the one that holds a standard number of batteries. But if you go over to Sun Vapors, I've known Ed for a long time. Ed, believe it or not, was one of the founders on the Pro Tank. We actually built an entire show around the Pro Tank back in the day to show you how far vaping has come. And his website has grown by leaps and bounds. The guy is fantastic. His website is fantastic. Anything you buy from him, you'll get very, very quickly. He has a ton of juice for those of you who want your high-end, just popular juices. I'm going to go over his website right now because he always has a really great bargain bin area. I love looking at the bargain bin. Just give me 1 second here. His website was rolling a little slow. I guess as everybody was going over there, but wow! I mean, his website, and you have to understand something. You can tell how much of a perfectionist he is just by his website. His logo, everything with him is perfection, and he's not going to sell anything that he doesn't believe in. And I'm not going to get into the stories of everything he did back in the day as far as testing things and putting things in water and making sure everything is perfect and all kinds of stuff. But he did do all that kind of shit. He's not going to sell anything that he doesn't believe in. And that's the most important thing in any vendor. A lot of vendors will go out there and they'll just throw shit out there because they can make a profit. Ed will sell things he believes in. Okay? Now, if you use coupon code JUICEME at checkout, if you buy any bottle of juice, you will get free shipping. So if you buy 400 pieces of this and a bottle of juice and use coupon code JUICEME, you'll get free shipping. So my advice to you is buy whatever mod you want and then throw in a small bottle of juice and then use the coupon code JUICEME, you'll get free shipping. And he ships out of California, so it's not a Chinese vendor or anything. You don't have to wait for all.
He has fucking phenomenally fast shipping too.
I don't know how he did it, but one time when he first came on ModEnvy to be our vendor, he sent something to me in Smoky first class. Okay, it wasn't express because it had the number 1 on the label. Okay, first class. And then Smokey's had the F on his, which meant first class. It got into our hands in a day, from California to Jersey. one day.
That's
It
crazy.
blew our minds. Smokey was like, "How did you do this?" He's like, "Well, I got it in with the guys over at the post office."
He must have know somebody that knows somebody.
I don't know how he did it. It was insane. All right, let me just check his clearance section really fast. Oh, he's got some good stuff in the clearance section. Okay. Let me check out his batteries. Yes. Oh, they're out of stock. Oh, they're out of stock. All right. Normally I pimp his Sony batteries. They're finally out of stock. He was one of the few people I went to get authentic Sony batteries, but they are officially out of stock now. So, sorry guys. All right, so 2 batteries and LG charger. I mean, an X-Star charger. Let's do this.
I don't know if my chat froze up.
Oh, you want me to get it?
Yeah, go ahead and get it this time.
All right.
I'll get chat fixed.
All right. And there is our winner, Wingnut 48. You have got the X-Star charger and LG batteries. We need you to email edwardn@sun-vapors.com. That's edwardn@sun-vapors.com. Let him know what you won in the subject line and include your screen name, your real name, and your mailing address. The rest of you can check out the deals and especially the bargain bin at sun-vapors.com. Congratulations.
Congratulations, winners. All right, let's do one more, and then we'll bring on... Freeze told me Mooch is in the room, so we'll bring on Freeze and Mooch. So let's do one more Nitro.
Let's go ahead and knock out a big one. Let's give away 20 bottles of juice.
Oh, that must be Lotus.
Yep.
Unless a Heavenly and Sinful line. Yes?
Yeah, that is
Okay.
it.
So 4 lucky winners will win 5 bottles of juice. Again, 4 lucky winners will win 5 30ml bottles of juice. Really, really good juice. I, to this day, still have some, just a little few dregs left of the Heavenly and Simple line when they sent it to us. Now, of course, these are the makers of the vape case. Lotus came on the scene with with hardware. They have box mods. They have the vape case. They have a lot of different mods, and all really great success stories. But they did move into juice, and their juice is really, really good. Like when you think of Lotus E6, you think of mods, but they're one of the rare occasions where I'm sorry, I'm looking at Nitro and Nitro. Are you sending us like cock pictures? What are you doing?
Let me unmute. I'm to the point where I can actually get out of the corner.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so Mortal Kombat in the corner right there. Awesome. Anyway, so
Mortal Kombat
yes.
2.
Oh, awesome sauce. I vaped their juice. I've liked it. No, I don't know, Scope. Have you tried to have, or did you come on too late to get any of their juice?
I'm the new guy, so I've never had any of their juice, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. And I know Tiger has never vaped any of their juice. I am the only one here who vaped their juice, and I have to tell you, Heavenly and Sinful, which are 2 separate
I
lines.
vaped their juice.
And?
It was really good. They were actually able to pull off some of the more savory, like cinnamon flavors, and still make them cloud chaseable. They weren't like a Supermax VG line, but you got great cloud performance off of it. The nick was really stable in it. It was really awesome. No tangy aftertaste. And I know, I believe Lotus is one of the companies that is starting to move into gas stations around the country. I can understand why, and that actually makes me happy. Compared to like the Enjoy stuff that I've been getting from the gas stations for my new vapor stuff.
Well, I don't know as far. Is it juice or is it like hardware?
They're doing juice in the gas stations from my understanding. This is from my understanding. I haven't found a gas station that sells it yet, but from my understanding from talking to other people. So I could be wrong.
All right, great. All right, so 4 lucky winners get 5 bottles of juice. Again, 4 lucky winners.
I got
5 bottles of juice.
All right, congratulations going out to Valander, Country Pammy, Vaporhead, and Banjo Bird. You better buy a lotto ticket, Banjo Bird. You're having a lucky night. But that is just fine. All four of you need to email Oscar at lotusesigs.com. That's Oscar at lotusesigs.com. Let them know that you won 5 bottles of the Heavenly or Sinful line, your choice, and include your screen name, your real name, your mailing address, and they will need your nick level as well. The rest of you can check out the Heavenly and or Sinful lines at lotusvaping.com. Congratulations, winners.
Nitro, if you... Somebody's throwing something on
Yes,
there.
I'm here.
Listen, can you do one of the Canadian giveaways? Because I have to use the little boys' room, and I want to be here when the boys come on live. So I'll be right back.
All right, why don't we go ahead and knock out, let's actually do DSV first. 630 mils to one lucky winner, because Tiger hasn't got to talk about DSV much lately, and this is why I don't.
Oh man, Rhino, you're killing me. Well, DSV, of course, one of my absolute favorites. Friend used to host with me here on Vapors TV and elsewhere, and just a really, really great juice maker. Corey, some of you know him as Dark Side Vapor, and the Dark Side Vapor Creations. It's some of my favorite stuff. There's always something on the go in one of my tanks from him. Some of my personal favorites, of course, the Phantasm and Orange Ice Cream with a little bit of a licorice twist, Rocket Fuel, a perfect marriage of grape and anise, again, really special. And I will challenge you, you will not find customer service like his that you won't find better. He and his team make sure everything's looked after. Canadian Vapor, absolutely. The King's Cream is to die for. And this is from somebody who's not even a watermelon fan. But King's Cream is a watermelon bubblegum, a slightly creamy back note, just rounds it out beautifully. That stuff, you want to order that in 100 mils at a time or more. Anything else is just a teaser. So the prize tonight is for 6 30-ml bottles. You're going to get 180 mils of DSV goodness. What he will send is some of his top sellers and some of the newest flavors. So lucky winner, you are going to get to try things I haven't even had a chance to try yet. And Pammy has their coupon code in the room right now. Use VJC15 to save 15% off your order. America, we got love for you too. No problem. Corey will ship wherever Vapors vape. So no worries about where you're ordering from. He'll get you looked after. It's my understanding that they're still offering free shipping on orders over $100. So that is a great value there as well. So take full advantage. Fill your cart. Make it worth your while. You will not be disappointed. And, another one, Dan, a.k.a. Iggy, that's one I haven't tried, the Nutella frozen yogurt, and he's reporting that's really good. You're making my mouth water. So, anybody else got a favorite they want to jump in with? I feel like I'm monopolizing.
I've never tried his stuff. I'm dying to, but I never have.
Oh, thank you, Joe. Yeah, for the Tim Hortons fans in the crowd, Good Morning Beautiful is your double, and it goes so well with your morning coffee. Really great coffee.
I thought that was a little bit of foreshadowing.
Good Morning Beautiful. You want me to call you beautiful?
No, I was saying that for you. A little foreshadowing. A Canadian juice maker making Good Morning Beautiful, and Tiger sent that in the mail like 6 or 7 months before she came down here. So
yes, indeed.
A little foreshadowing.
Yes, indeed, I did. Well, shall we roll our winner and
Yes.
all right. Zamazam! Congratulations! Oh, I love seeing that. One of our moderators over at the Vaping Underground Forum, great guy. Nice to see that go out to you. You need to email sales@dsvcreations.com. That's sales@dsvcreations.com. Let him know that you won the ModEnvy prize pack in the subject line, and include your screen name, your real name, your mailing address, and he's going to need your nick level as well. The rest of you, check out the goodness at dsvcreations.com. Damn good e-juice.
Now, Scope, before we bring them on, somebody, since we're talking about Canada, somebody wrote in the room, will you ship to Canada?
I haven't in the past only because I've heard too many horror stories of other juice makers trying to get juice into Canada. And because DSV is up there, frankly, what I always do is anyone that likes my stuff, I just tell them, order from DSV, trust me, you're going to like it. Like, I call them the Scope up there, you know?
Okay. I just, there was a question in the room.
Yeah, I saw it, and I tried to write back, but I'm too scared of it getting seized. You know what I mean? I try to hide. I don't put Scope anything on the labels and stuff, but even still, you know, I don't know. I would hate to do it.
I usually call it adult lubricants, and they usually let it go. That's what I put on the package. But just saying.
Yeah. With my luck, I'd get I have the worst luck with stuff like that. It would get seized. You know, they would open it up. That happened to me one time out of like about 900 packages. I had one.
Damn, this Scope adult lubricants are fantastic tasting. Oh my god, tastes like oatmeal cookies.
Yeah, maybe if it was 0 milligram, I could actually put that. You know, it would be a personal lubricant at that point. So
awesome sauce. All right, so let's bring in Freeze. I believe Mooch is with him. Is he on VC?
No, but let me try to just call him.
Bitches, you were supposed to be on like 10 minutes ago.
All right, let's see. Where are you?
The fuck?
There we go.
He's like, yes, I am. Well, call, bitch.
I'm calling him. All right, there's Freeze. I guess I'll try to call Mooch separately.
No, I think Mooch is with Freeze. Is Mooch?
No, Mooch is not with me.
Separate
Do you
camera.
want us to call him separately?
Yeah, I got him. I got him in.
Okay.
I just got a screen reading both of them now.
All right, give me a second here.
I didn't want to just call into this thing while you were talking.
Well, why not? We'll get you in.
Well, now we got them. Welcome, Freeze. Welcome, Mooch. It's always so much fun to have you guys with us here. So, pretty excited to talk about the new project.
I just wanted to say, first and foremost, thank you guys for donating your time to our commercial, which will be debuting later on. I'm going to try to limit
this off because I didn't know we were allowed to give you the retakes because we did it like 500 times. We could have sent you the outtakes. That would have been fantastic.
Hey man, if I pissed you off, that was worth the price of admission right there, Joe. So thank you for saying that.
And actually, they didn't
output. Go ahead, Freeze.
They didn't send us the outtakes on purpose. They just didn't cut them out of their videos.
I just thought
we were allowed to.
I just thought that they were one-take wonders. You know what I mean? I thought,
yeah. So many takes we did, and
it was at the point
Tiger slapped me in the face.
Part of the time I was laughing so hard. Part of the time he was cursing because we'd nail like 70% of it, and then Joe would say something sideways, and I would cut up, and it was comedy.
Okay, now here's
and I'd be like, fantastic.
Here's the most unfortunate part.
Penis.
I need that. I need you to edit that back and send it back to us. There is room for a second commercial. Guys.
Oh, God. I mean, you know what? I did get to preview the commercial, and we're gonna watch it. Instead of you guys talking, I'd like to debut the commercial here live on ModEnvy. Everybody stop talking.
Okay.
Let's do this, Brutus. Let's get her done. Scope, if you could roll that, sir.
Sure, just give me 1 second. I'm just getting, I'm still finishing their...
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Nameplates and stuff. All right, here we go.
Oh, you made one for Mooch that looks like mine? Look at you.
Oh, I got a certain standard I got to live up to here. All right, here we go. That's great.
Oh my god. You know, the funniest part of that video is with Rich Gavina.
Oh, that was awesome. I was laughing.
He's like, and he just
That
sits there.
But Mooch didn't Mooch didn't hyperbolize that. He didn't make that longer. That's exactly how he did
No,
it.
he sent me a video where, he ends the take by him being very still, like I'm going to put some sort of text or something underneath it, like it's a 70s sitcom. And he's just sitting there, and he's moving kind of, but not really. And he goes, end scene. And it's very creepy. In my head, I could hear the music behind it already.
Oh, that is great. You guys do such a good job with that stuff.
Now,
I was dying.
Let me tell you
Great
this.
stuff was epic. That was awesome. You know, I have my own juice company, right? I like when he was like,
No,
there's
listen,
a period there.
I'm not necessarily sure that I was supposed to use those takes with Grim saying that. That was kind of more comments he was making to me as the editor, but they found their way in the video despite that.
All right, ladies and
I like
gentlemen, I think ModEnvy has broke Trade and Vape because
Yes.
you guys need to spend more than $1 on your hosting. That's
I spend a lot on our hosting. That's what sucks.
Well, Trade and Vape is down, sir. We have
Good.
Trade and Vape.
Good.
You know.
I have unmetered bandwidth. That doesn't even make sense.
HostGator 500 internal server error, sir.
I know. I see it.
We have
Well,
destroyed
that
your
means-
website.
That means that he'll be busy working on stuff,
You
and
know,
me
how
and you
about
can
this?
talk, Joe.
When you get on ModEnvy, motherfuckers spend more than $10 on your hosting. That's all I'm going to say.
Dude, I spend more than that shit.
Boom.
Good. I wanted to spend some time talking.
If he doesn't stop busting your chops, I'll send you the outtakes. Okay.
Good.
You know what? Take this outtake right now. Bitch, spend more than $1 on your fucking hosting. There you go. There's
That's really funny. I see that marriage has calmed you down a lot, Joe, and I appreciate that. I wanted to make that comment to you.
Mooch, you can't expect that much of me, okay?
No.
Be reasonable.
100%. She dropped me about 85. But,
Right. So how are you appreciating going to those restaurants with Joe there, Tiger? The last time I went to a restaurant with Joe, he promptly cursed out the wait staff, so that was nice. For having
it. They deserved it.
You're right. They had the audacity to do their job. He didn't appreciate that, so he cussed them out. But it was eventful.
I haven't had that experience yet. Knock on wood. That it stays that way.
So those experiences. Those are just for the TVA guys. I get
No,
it.
those are no, because people in Jersey know what the fuck they're doing. No, I'm kidding. So, all right, let's get back to Trade and Vape, though. All right, so guys, you're doing something revolutionary. You're doing something that has never been done before. You're doing something that I've never seen before. You are literally, it's revolutionary, where somebody can actually send in product and get credit, and you guys clean it up and resell it. So let's get into the meat of this. How does this work? Here we go. Let's just do this. I have this. I'm not going to do this. This is just an example. I have this mod that's a DNA 40. I want to send it into Trade and Vape. How does it work?
So you're going to send it via the website?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay. First and foremost, let me say this. I have been accused just a couple of times, right, of making this show Totally Vaping Awesome live whenever I jump on. I am going to defer your question to my main man. This is the brainchild. I have a lot of brainchilds in the TVA that you can hold me responsible for, whether I like it or not. But this is the brainchild of the one, the only, Our Little Freeze. And Our Little Freeze cometh up with the trading vape. He was asking vendors forever, why isn't this something that you're doing? Why isn't this an actual thought about credit on file portion of your program of what you guys do? And
it's like a trading. It's like a vaping pawn shop, but you're not doing pawn, but you're taking in people's a product at you're going to of course make a profit off it, but you're taking people's products that you deem worthy. I mean, of course, nobody's going to be able to send you 500 Vamos. But somebody who's going to send you something that's worth some money and pay them, or give them credit, and then they'll be able to do whatever they need to do. So
Freeze, take him to right from where he would launch on the homepage and what button he would click when he's talking about, I want to trade this device.
First of all, thank you, ModEnvy, for crashing the website. I do spend quite a bit on hosting, so I'm a little upset about that. But hey, whatever. For those of you I saw people saying, "Oh no, I wanted to be able to trade." Listen, it'll be back up soon.
It'll be back up.
It'll be back soon.
We're hoping.
All right, Joe. So you use the word pawn shop, and I want to say no. It's nothing like that.
Really? Okay.
Pawn shops are all about the exchange of money. You're buying an item, or they're buying it from you.
I mean, you take it in and you give them credit to do whatever they need to do, but you're going to take their mod in and resell it, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Obviously, the inventory that we have that's used is from people that have traded them in. Very much like you buy a used car. It's a very similar thing. Somebody have traded that used car in for a new car, and now you've bought their used car at a discount so that you can drive for cheaper. So it's very much the same thing. Our idea is, one, all the people like you, Joe, myself, who have tons of old Addies, of old mods just sitting in a drawer that have really zero value.
Right.
We're revaluing that for you. We're giving a value to something that really has nothing anymore. You're not going to get jack for that. So you bring in a slew of this old stuff, you might not get a lot of money per item because some of that stuff's just not worth anything. But your overall amount could be great, and that amount towards something new. So then I can take those old used things and I can sell those to a new vapor, or somebody who's started to vape, or somebody who's even into vaping who just wants that one item.
Right.
It's very much like, somebody in here said GameStop, and Mooch hates when I use that correlation, but it's very similar.
No, you know what?
In the sense that
that's a fantastic idea. Like, that's a fantastic.
That's what I've been calling it in my head for the 2 years we've been talking about this, is the GameStop. So we have the new mod, or the PS4, and you've got the N64, and you bring it in with all the games, and it's only worth half the price of that PS4. But that's half of that you get to spend on that new item. You know what I'm saying? So you get to save money. One of the other things we're doing that nobody else is doing is our brick and mortar prices on our new items are equivalent to online prices. We are selling at the MSRP of online pricing. We are not doing the brick and mortar premium. So we have the ProVary Radius for $199 in the store. We did get a few of those. We're only going to carry new items that are small run or exclusives. Things that you can't get at the other stores around us, things that you can't maybe even get anywhere else online. And the reason for that is because we don't want to be direct competition to another brick and mortar store. Exactly. So we want people to be comfortable to come into our store, sell us their old shit, take that money and go buy something new from the other stores that we may not have. Or they can use it in our store, use credit, and get something that we do. The point is we're doing it differently. We're not going to carry a ton of juice lines. We've got our house line made by 28 Days Vape, which is an everyday price of 30 mil bottles for $11.99 in store, and $29.99 for 135 mils in store. That's brick and mortar pricing. So we wanted to do something different. We wanted to be a cheaper alternative. We wanted to give people the ability to get off smoking cheaper, because when I was pitched vaping, when Mooch was pitched vaping, it was about saving money, and I feel like that's going away. And so we want to kind of get back to that in the brick and mortar sense. The people that are not us, the people that are not online, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so that's really what the goal is, just to do this. And because I think I think people are ready for it. I think the industry wasn't ready for this before, but now I think it is. And now that we have autoclaves and ultrasonic cleaners for medical grade sterilization, the equivalent sterilization they do on your scalpels that they cut you open with in surgery, I think that's enough to make people comfortable with using used things now.
You know, there is something I want to. I just popped in my head, so let's just call this an epiphany. People like me and Smokey, or people like me, Grim Green, who have I have hundreds of mods.
Yeah,
I'd love to send them into you, but I don't want the credit for your store. Let's just say, can we start for a charity, a CASA or something like that, where we can just send you, like, here is 500 fucking mods.
Yeah.
You take them, you clean them, you sell them, and you give all the money to or proceeds to Wounded Project or something like that.
Well, yeah. One of the things that I've talked about on your show before, and I've talked with Stefan and a bunch of people, is this idea for the right to vape tax. And you may have remember me mentioning how I think that if every brick and mortar charged a small amount per transaction and gave that money at the end of the month to an advocacy group, that it'd be a lot of money. And so I think we're the first ones. We're going to lead by example. Our website has a 0.5% tax on all transactions. It's called Right to Vape. And that 0.5% at the end of the month goes to an advocacy organization, whether that's CASA, Not Blowing Smoke, whatever. It will rotate. And in the store, it's 25 cents flat per transaction. So we're doing that. We're hoping other stores get on board with that, because I think that money with 100 stores is a lot to help us buy these billboards and do these things that can help with advocacy. So the answer is yes and no. I mean, obviously, selling your mods costs time and effort. So if you look at
rather instead of me giving me the credit,
right,
I could choose to give that to
gift the cash instead.
Yes, gift the cash. Like, all right, listen, I have 400 mods in my closet. I'm just going to box them up, wrap them up, send them to you, and I know they're going to a good cause as well.
Well, at the end of the day, brother, we'd give you the money. If you wanted to donate it, you could donate it.
And it'd be your write-off.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but at the same time, I'd rather have you guys get the
then you tell us where you want the money to go, brother,
and we'll send it to you. Yeah. That's all it is.
It's kind of like what happened during Vape Mania, where you were like, "Where do you want your seminar money to go to?" And I told you where I wanted to go to. It's the same
right.
thing. It's just like you pick a charity, and it's like, okay, I wanted to go to, maybe CASA, or I wanted to go to this advocacy group, or that advocacy group, or Vaping Militia, or what have you. So. I think that would be, a good idea for people. I'm not saying everyday people. I'm saying people like, me, the people who bought mods. We have 300 or 400 fucking mods. We can just say, here, take all the money and just send it to this place. I think that would really,
That is a great idea, Joe, the charity aspect of it. But getting back to the plan itself, what I love about this idea is it makes the aftermarket safe. We hear about all the time, Facebook, in the forums, private deals, classified kind of deals going sideways or south, people not getting what they expected or not getting anything at all. Their money's gone. On the other side of that, trying to sell something and, you're not sure if you're going to get a charge back. In this case, you're dealing with reputable people. It's a business. You can trust what's going on here. You know that things have been cleaned and vetted. You know that you're going to get a working device. And it just takes all the risk out of it, but creates a thriving aftermarket. And like you guys say, maybe you're not getting top dollar for these things. They're older. There's new stuff all the time. The obsolescence factor on equipment like this is quick. Not obsolescence per se, but, the prices drop. It's kind of like driving a car off the showroom floor, right?
Right.
But it's better than having it sitting in a drawer. And that's one of the things that appeals to me most is the stuff that I've got. I can't part with any of it. In my circles, nobody wants that stuff anymore, but there are people out there that do, and I can't tap into them, but you can. So I think it's brilliant.
I have one, and I have to say this. All right, so let's just say this blows up. Okay, let's just say you have hundreds of people sending in mods. Who's fucking cleaning these mods? I mean, let's get brass tacks here. I I love you guys, but let's be serious here. Who's you're getting boxes of mods, packages every day. Who and how are these mods being cleaned, and how is it being cleaned, and how this is a huge undertaking.
Right. Freeze loves this question, man. He has been salivating at the mouth to have this question because, and very rightfully so, because he knew, he's been extremely concerned with the validity behind when we say clean, what it means. So Freeze, the floor is yours, brother. You get to go through stepping through the process, man.
Before I get there, I just want to address there's some animosity in the room over the 0.5%. People are upset that it's a forced tax. And I really hate to use the word tax. It's a forced donation. If you don't have the money to pay 5 cents on $100, maybe you should be vaping.
Tree. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, well, first of all, it's not forced. First of all, we tell you that it's there. We don't add it on without telling you. Our employees will be trained. You're talking about the tax.
Yeah, but on the website, there's no way for me to make that optional.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you look.
But it's 0.5%.
You're talking about the preservation of the industry.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, what in the world are we really talking about?
Right. The idea is with high volume, if every website did it, we'd have hundreds of thousands of dollars over time from stores and websites to give to advocacy, to make these billboards happen. All this stuff that we keep saying. Every one of you sit at home going, we need somebody to fight for us. We need somebody to do something, but nobody's fucking doing anything. Here's a way for us to make money if everybody does it, to do something.
Yeah, but
if that's a problem for you, maybe you shouldn't vape.
Yeah, on the other hand, though, man, anybody that can donate $1 to anything, your dollar's as good as anybody else's anything. Nobody knows about what your struggle is. You know what I mean? So $1 to you might be a big deal. So you donating $1 is a big deal to you. Good. That's $1 that goes somewhere that matters.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And 5 cents is nothing. But in the store, it is 25 cents per because, I can't do a flat rate on the website, or it would be 25 cents. So actually, it's cheaper through the website at 0.5%, half of a percent. And in the store, it's an opportunity for us to speak about advocacy to that customer. When they go, what's this right to vape tax? We now have an opening to explain the advocacy fight. It's a way to give them the information and get them interested, because the number one problem we have is the general public of vapors, the people that aren't in this industry, that aren't in these groups, and they're not in the underground like this. They have no fucking clue. That's the biggest problem. So how do we do that? We find a way to basically force that information down their throat. So you might call it a forced tax. I call it a forced donation, and I think if you're going to vape it,
about 0.5%, they should be. Somebody should show up to their door and hit them in the head with a fucking sledgehammer.
Listen, it comes down to this. On a $50 purchase, you're talking about 25 cents. Most people have 10 times that laying around in the couch cushions. I wouldn't worry about it. It's a quarter. Get over it.
Yeah, it's like straight up, get the fuck over it. And that should be your, if anybody wants to complain, you should just send them a link to a YouTube video that says, get the fuck over it. I mean, really.
And at the end of the day, if it bothers you that much, well, maybe you weren't meant to be a customer.
And that's fine. If you're, as I've always said, and Mooch is the one who coined this term. We have great customer service. The customer's always right. But if you didn't buy from me, you're not my customer.
Boom! There you go.
So, and that's that. So let's talk about the cleaning process.
And that's how this works.
Okay.
You seem to get all feisty. I love it. He gets all feisty on your program. You know what I mean?
It's just, if you've listened to our podcast, Mooch and I are at this point, and we have been for a while, for like a year at least, of just wondering how we can help the industry on the advocacy side. Mm-hmm. We figured it out through conventions. We've started to come up with things that work there. And we knew that if we did a business, we had to do something different, something drastic, and something that gets other people on board. And so hopefully other stores go, maybe this is a good idea. Let's jump on this and get all this money together to give advocacy. Because the truth is, most of these people, most of these customers, most of these stores are not donating money to CASA and SFATA and not blowing smoke. But they can say, yay, we support them. Well, here's a way that there's a little bit of money that nobody's really caring about. It's just pennies on the dollar, right? That all adds up. And then it doesn't seem like such a big donation.
Okay.
So,
Freeze, you still haven't answered my question. How do you clean the fucking mod?
Okay. All right. All right, Joe. We actually have a 5-step process. The first thing, obviously, is to evaluate whether or not an item works. and whether or not it's even cleanable. If we get mods that are so patinaed and so janky and maybe scuffed up that even cleaning them might not be that great, I've got a buddy who does Cerakoting, so we're going to get them Cerakoted, clean them up real nice, and let people know, hey, this was a used mod, obviously, but we did a little paint job on it, make it look a little fresh. But as far as cleaning, we have a 5-step process. The first step is to rinse off.
Can we make a 6-step process and make step 1 collect underwear?
Nitro, nobody asked you. Go back to your clock.
Nitro, are you okay? You're ruining the man's mojo. Okay, go on, please.
All right, so the first step, obviously, if it's a tank, addy, any of that kind of stuff, is to rinse it out. Take out the coils if they left their coils in there, which happens a lot more than you think. Clean all that stuff out and rinse it off. And then we put it in our ultrasonic cleaner. So we have an ultrasonic cleaner. If anybody doesn't know what an ultrasonic cleaner is, it uses sound waves with the chemicals. It's a chemical cleaning agent used for jewelry and other stainless steel and metal items. So we clean it through that. Then we air dry it a little bit, let it get some of that dryness out, and then we put them in sterile packs that you would, when you open up like a syringe, it's in a sterile pack. Or if you go to the doctor and they open up scalpels or any tools, they're in a sterile pack. They actually are the ones that put them in that pouch. They put them in the pouch and they put them in a machine called an autoclave, which uses distilled water, steam, and pressure and microwaves, and it sterilizes and all of that stuff. And it's done at 120 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes, just blasted with microwave and pressure and distilled water. And that is a medical grade sterilization process. So all of that stuff, tattoo shops also use that for their needles. Obviously, if there's Delrin Imjar, like Delrin and O-rings, we're going to remove those during the process, obviously. I kind of left that out because I didn't think that needed to be said, but yes, we'll remove all that stuff before we put it in an autoclave. 120 degrees will melt it. But yeah, and so once it's done with that, we repackage them into some of the different packaging we have, and if we don't have the original boxes. If we do have the original boxes, they go into that, and then they're shelved in the back.
Okay, so that's great for addies and tanks. What happens with a mod with a chip in it? You can't put it in an ultrasonic cleaner.
No, you can't. That's just sterile wipes. I'm wanting to hire a tech guy who can take apart mods with electrics in them and be able to kind of do an internal cleaning.
It's more than a want. There's actually a division that's left unattended at this point. That's what we're going to launch. Our reason for a tech guy, we're not really ready to say yet, but it'll be a completely different division of the company.
The only reason why I'm bringing this up is because some asshole out there is going to bring this up, and I'd rather it be brought up on the show. You know what I mean? Where they're going to be, so how you?
Well, you're my favorite asshole to bring it up, Joe. You know what I mean?
No, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? So some dickhead's going to be out there, and they're going to do it. So
I'm sure that they are. You know what I mean? And our people will be trained to clean this shit as best as they properly can. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I don't.
You have a team doing it. It's not going to be Freeze and Mooch.
My employees.
There is a team.
Okay.
And as the operation gets bigger, as per what you were saying, what happens if it blows up, and then what do you do? How do you stymie these guys' progress in-house while they're at the location if we've got all this stuff coming in? Well, the next logical step will be warehouse and having people do it in there.
Right. So obviously the online trades right now, they come to me directly, not to the store. And the reason for that is because once we get a second store, I can't have all of the inventory going to one. So as we grow, the idea is to get, like he said, a warehouse where everything's a warehouse where we get online trades. We have the cleaners there, and then we send that inventory out to the stores based off of necessity. The cleaning
But the cleaners are at the stores. You need to make that.
Right now, yes, the cleaners are at the store, and they will stay at the store for in-house trades, but we're also going to have them in the warehouse for online trades.
Yeah.
So yes, every device is going to be cleaned thoroughly. We bought polish wipes, so every 2 mod will be polished. I've got, just so much stuff. And of course, all of my guys are wearing full safety equipment, latex gloves, aprons, goggles, like the whole 9 yards. Everything. These are medically grade sterilized everything. So you don't even have to worry. In fact, they're so medically grade sterilized, we could sell used drip tips, but we're still choosing not to.
Yeah.
No, it's crazy.
I'm just saying. But the truth is, if they can put it in your skin for tattoos or cut you open with a scalpel, it should be good enough to go on your lips. But we're just not going to do that. Also, we don't sell used batteries at all. and we won't sell used coils and heads and shit like that. Like somebody said in the room, there's certain things that we won't sell used.
Well, yeah, obviously. But how do you deem like all right? Let's just say I'm Joe Blow, even though my name is Joe, and I want to send you this iStick 100, and I said, I don't want this anymore, and I'd like credit for this. How does how do you deem the value and what credit I get, and what does the credit do? Do they get to trade with something else in your company? Like there's an inventory of different RDAs that other people have brought in, and I can trade this and get an RDA. I mean, how does this work? Because you said there was credit in house and stuff like that. So what is this credit going to?
Okay. So just like a GameStop, as you mentioned earlier, you can go take in a bunch of stuff, trade it in, and not use that credit that same day.
Right.
So that credit stays on file, right? That credit can be used for any in-store purchases or online purchases or whatever from our inventory, okay? Or you can take cash, which is a lower value. I emulated, in that case, the exact formulas we use in the video game industry and the cell phone industry on what the cash to credit is. And so if you want cash, you can have cash that day, do whatever you want with it, I don't care. But if you want credit, it can stay on file, or you can use it towards something new that day. Or on our website, we have 3 buttons on the front page: buy, sell, and trade. Sell is where you go to send us your shit. Whether you want cash or credit doesn't matter. Sell is where you give it. You're going to send it to us. Trade explains to you that you can go through our website, and any item you see that you want to trade in for, you want to send us something for that specific item, you can hit trade in for on the cart, save that cart, and it pulls it out of inventory until your trade's complete, so that I can't sell that item to somebody else. Okay. So it's saved in a cart under trade. Then you go to sell. Then you send me your devices. We check everything, make sure everything works. I issue the credit. Then you go to your trade cart, add to regular cart, and do the process. Very, very simple. Our goal, Blow and Vape, as you just kind of said, our future goal is to have a refurbish center where we can do certified refurbished devices. Because one of the things I want to do is buy those. I looked at every manufacturer of vaping gear going, do they sell certified refurbished devices so I can sell these in my store so I don't have to buy new, but I buy refurbished? And nobody does. So we're going to have to do like GameStop does, and eventually we're going to have to do in-house certificates of refurbishness.
Okay. And
yes, M. Janar has a question. Are we going to verify authenticity? Yes. Our rule in the store and online is unless you have a certificate of authenticity proving that it is authentic, we assume it is a clone.
I was about to ask that. How does one, because a lot of these, places, a lot of these companies, they don't give you, quote unquote, certificates of authenticity. If I have an original Chi-Yu, they didn't send me a car, or something like that, where it may be, where I have an original GG that may be worth, fucking $400, back in the day. Yeah. How does one deem something authentic versus a clone if it's a really good clone? And let's face it, if they can clone the fucking thing, they can clone the fucking certificate.
And you're right, and they can clone, and you're right, and they can clone the packaging. Yeah, exactly. That's going to be discretion of my employee, or my manager, or whoever. But at the end of the day, I don't think we're in the business for people that are trying to sell their authentics and flippers. Right. People that are trying to flip these high-end mods. That's not our customer.
Ripped off, some guys.
I understand. But all I'm saying is those people are not our customers. They're not going to come to me if they know they can sell that on a mod trade website, right? So I don't really think that's going to be an issue. Personally.
I got a question about the trade aspect of it. You say that it pulls it out of inventory. What happens if, I'm shopping through and I find a mod I want and I hit trade on it? How long do I have to figure out what I want to sell to get rid of before that goes back into inventory?
It's got a 2-week timer on it for no communication. So if you don't submit a trade to me within 2 weeks, it goes back in inventory. Now, if you submitted a trade to me, that closes that item out, and I have to put it back in inventory.
Okay. Well, you guys, I have to tell you, this is a revolutionary program. But with all things that happen first, you guys are going to have a fuck ton of work ahead of you, and everything you've been saying to me, it sounds great. It just, I hope everything coalesces and it turns into what you want it to be. Because it does sound like a great idea where there's tons of people like me and other people out there like I have all these mods I don't use, and there's somebody out there who can use them at a cheaper price, and I can get credit, and I can maybe buy something I really want, not me personally, but another person out there. I think it's a great idea. I just hope you guys have the intestinal fortitude, the time and staff. And
it's not just that, Joe. It's also having to kind of train the market. You're having to train the market because there is no set use pricing on things. It doesn't exist. We're literally going to be setting that. People keep asking in chat, well, how do you determine what it's worth? How do you determine what it's worth? We have an algorithm. We have an algorithm that determines what it's worth and what we'll sell it for. All I can say is that we will not sell things for more than what the online prices are, both new and used, of course. And our algorithm, I think, is fair. Obviously, there are going to be some things that you can sell more on a personal trade, but that's the same thing in every industry. Sometimes most of the times you sell your car for more to somebody else. But some people don't want to sit around on something for a long time.
You have the right to deny. Meaning,
of course I have the right to deny.
Well, because some people are like, you might get a vendor who has 700 brand new Vamos in stock, and he's like, well, I can't sell these. I'm going to send them over to Trade and Vape.
Yes, I have the right of refusal, of course, and of course the consumer does too. Once I tell them what their credit and cash is, they have every right to say, no, I'm not okay with that, and I don't want that deal, or sure, I'll take the deal. Okay. It's both ways. What happens when they submit their trade is I get it, I look at it, I price it out, and I send them the trade credit and cash value and let them just decide if they want it. We have had our first online trade already, and we're not even officially open. So I think our prices are fair. What we're valuing it to other people are fair. And of course, I think some of the things we're valuing because of our algorithm are actually higher valued than they really should be on trade-ins. And there's some things that'll be lower. It's just that's the way the algorithm works. But at the end of the day, it always is.
You know what, though? I think, like I said, in the end, I think Trade and Vape is unique. It's something that it's never been tackled before. Hats off to you guys for tackling something like this, because let me tell you something. I would be it's a daunting task. I would be intimidated to tackle something like this.
Brother, we feel like it's in line with everything else that we've ever done. It's
very, 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 very. And I hope it blows up for you guys, because if it does, you guys will be, 10 times, 20 times, 30 times what you are now. I mean, I think it'll be a fantastic thing.
Can I answer some questions that are in chat?
Sure.
Richard says, will we be given a value before mailing it to you? Richard, the answer is yes. If you go to the sell part of our website, it lists the 5 steps out. Basically what happens is you submit your trade with pictures and everything. I send you a value, and you go, yes, I'll take that value, and then I send you the shipping label. And then you ship it in. If you accept it, you're shipping it to me. If you don't, you don't. Now, when I get them, if they're broken, I'm sending them back to you. And I'll pay to send them back to you, but I'm sending them back to you if they're broken and not working, because there's nothing I can do.
To you in a package of shit and mesh.
Liquid Sky, is Trade and Vape something you'll showcase at conventions? We will not at our own conventions or
absolutely
any other conventions. We are keeping the businesses separate, and we don't think there's a place in a trade show. I know it's called a trade show. We just don't feel like there's a place for what we're doing there, because we want our vendors to highlight the new stuff. That's what these shows are about, new stuff and hanging out with
their friends. Because theoretically, I asked the audience, right? I said, please don't trade while you're at the conventions. We all know that everybody's trading while we're at conventions, right? But, we're asking you, the vendors pay a lot of money. You know what I mean? So it'd be a shitty thing to do for, whether it be a business-to-business transaction that's past business-to-business hours, or whether it be people trading out of a backpack, which we have kicked people out before, when they're having inventory in their backpack, shit like that. So there's just no way that we would do that. You know what I mean? Because Freeze is right. A trade company probably doesn't have any business at a convention. Certainly our business, it doesn't matter what sort of business it was, that'd be a conflict of interest regardless.
Right.
We could put ourselves in the back in the worst location and put a sheet over the entire booth, and it would still be a conflict of interest at the end of the day.
Okay, so there's some more questions. Rebel Golfer, I kind of want to highlight something you said. Yes, I think one of the cool things about what we're doing is it does takes away those shady deals you see online, where a lot of people I see post where somebody stiffed them for their items. Now this is a way for them to do a trade and not have to worry about that. Moki, I'm kind of confused. You said I'm all for it, but I feel shady shit's going to happen with the owner. I don't understand why my integrity would convince you that something shady would happen. We have an algorithm, and that's what it is. And sometimes I think that we're giving too much credit on things, but the algorithm's the algorithm, and that's what's up.
I mean, how
Nobody's forcing you to.
If you don't trust my integrity, bro,
immediately.
Because of a reference to GameStop, all I said was it's a GameStop of vaping, because that's what it is. It's a used car dealership. It's a used cell phone store. It's the same thing that we see in other in industries that are here. And Loki, you're welcome to never shop for me ever, and I'd appreciate
Exactly. Nobody's forcing you.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't care.
Actually, what it reminds me of, because I support a lot of local brick and mortars, and a lot of local brick and mortars will have like a consignment area, and that's kind of what this puts me in mind of, just on a much, much larger scale.
Yeah, the difference would be you're talking about, with our kind of POS system, with the stuff we've invested in. That's why it's a big deal to us that we keep our profile, on tab, because as we expand, whether it's the website versus the store, as we expand, we want you to have a flawless system to operate with.
Right.
If you came in, you got X amount in credit at this location, you can go to another one, or you can go online and it will retain that information so you can still apply it to whatever you're trying to do. So that'd be the difference of the consignment sections that are in there. But yeah, I mean, it's a very similar concept. It's something that, quite frankly, I'm shocked hasn't been done in completion, but it is a big undertaking. And it's like Joe said, I mean, the possibility exists that in the first day, everyone comes in to sell, and at that point, how much money do you have? There are huge risk factors involved in doing this, and that's probably why you haven't seen it done thus far. But we little by little have acquired the stuff that we're trying to acquire, and our main focus has been on the conventions as they were, But we always knew if there was some sort of a store, some sort of a brick and mortar we got ourselves into, we wouldn't go head to head with the competition, especially the guys who they're vendors to it. They're our consumers. The vendors are our customers. So we don't want to compete with them in a direct head-to-head fashion.
In fact, a lot of the vendors that come to our conventions are coming out to our grand opening to support it. So it's really awesome of them. So people ask for example. I just gave an example, the ProVary P3. The used price that we sell for is $150, and our trade-in credit on that would be $112.50. So yeah, I don't think it's unfair of a price for a mod that really none of you are using. Like 90% of us are using.
Is there a difference between credit and cash?
Yes, cash is half of credit. That's the simple answer. Cash is half of credit. That's the way it is.
All right. So if it's $100 credit, you're going to get $50 cash.
Correct.
Although I think this is interesting to note, though, we will have some items that are new. Some very rare, and rare being the key word, stuff that you can't find every single place. Even at that point, we allow you to trade for those items. So you can still apply the credit for that. That's not some sort of an off-limit type of situation.
Well, that's
all right. Well, fine. You can go back to talking to freeze then. Fine.
People, you might not think it's fair. You might not. Whatever. I don't really care what you think. That's our model.
You got freeze in it. Freeze is in a frazzled.
We are. Yeah.
Do you see this?
Yeah, I'm mad. I'm mad a little bit because it's not like we're charging the 200-300% premiums that other brick and mortars are. I'm not charging those premiums. I'm charging less than online pricing.
Remember something. First they laugh and then they copy.
Oh, I know.
Remember that.
Well,
I know.
In all fairness, I'm seeing a lot of support for the idea in the room. People have questions because it's a new idea. We haven't seen this done in this arena before.
Yeah.
But definitely the interest and the support there. So
you're right. I'm sorry. I'm more frazzled from being stressed out trying to open a store in the next 4 days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I've just been so busy not sleeping much, and I apologize. But yeah, no, we're super stoked about it. The new things we have are things that nobody around us have. Like we're the only ProVary dealer in North Carolina. I didn't know that, but now I know that. Sorry
for shitting on the radius.
No, it's fine. I think the radius. Look, I think the radius feels great. It's comfortable, and I showed it to a customer today who wants to get it on our grand opening, so I'm excited about that. We do have our own trade-in vape mods that were made for us by Bug-Eyed Box Mods. We're going to be the exclusive distributor.
What do I get for a radius in cash?
Cash? Less than you paid, and you probably don't want to take it because it's brand new.
I'm just joking. I'm just playing with you.
It's brand new. What am I supposed to do? But I'd give you 150 credit for it. I'd give you 150 credit for it.
My point is listen, guys, you are going to get a lot of shit from this. It's just a fact because anything new in the vaping industry, and I know this more than anything. Anytime you start something new, you're going to get shit for it. But it doesn't matter. Results are what matters, and when this takes off, and I'm sure it's going to take off without it's going to. You're gonna see tons of packages coming in with all kinds of mobs and addies and all kinds of crazy shit. I really do think it's going to take off, and we'll see where it goes from there. I mean,
well, Joe, I really appreciate that. Freeze, quite frankly, I'm shocked that you're surprised that we got shit whatsoever. I mean, every time we've ever done something that's brand new, we've gotten shit.
That's true. Every time. That's true. Every time we get hated on.
It's not us unless we do.
Yeah, that's true. Everything we ever do is for some reason people blow up. But I mean, that's what happens when you're an innovator.
Wait, Freeze and Mooch are gonna throw a vape meat? Really? It'll never be successful. You want to call it Slam? You want to call it Mania?
No, you're not kidding, dude. Wait, a podcast where they can't chat with you?
Yeah. Well, that was a Vapor Joe original.
That was
right
Smokey.
There.
Smokey said that.
That was those guys. He said, no, but fucking vapors will never listen to a podcast.
Smokey said that, he did.
We'll try it.
there you go. There's another side to this. You guys have juice.
We do. Our juice line is made by 28 Days Vape. They were the head sponsor of Vape Mania 15. If you were there, they were the big square booth in the middle of the upstairs area. They are our partners in this business. And because of that, we're able to offer the juice cheaper because we're getting it cheaper as a business. And that's why we're able to sell our 30 mils for only $11.99 all day, every day. And we're able to sell 120s, which are actually 135 for $29.99 all day, every day. That's in store, brick and mortar prices. We don't really have brick and mortars around here like that. At least in our area, they're selling juice that cheap, but I'm sure they exist. And also, Vapor Joe will be announcing on his blog a deal tomorrow, and if you can get to the website once it's fixed, it's already on there.
It was on there. It was up. I looked at it, and now it's down again. Our audience is crushing your server. I'm sorry,
and that's fine.
But you know what? They're enthusiastic. You know what I mean.
Shane Campbell. All I can say to you is yes. Stay tuned. It's coming.
Yeah,
that was cryptic. I didn't even read the comment.
It's coming, Shane.
Oh wow. This got weird.
Yeah, I saw. Well, I was able to see it, and it's a fantastic deal. You guys are going to love it. I'm going to put it on my blog sometime tomorrow. And I don't do a lot of juice deals on Vapor Joe's. I tend to do a lot of hardware, and only certain juice deals I'd like to do. But we're starting juice dot deals in the future. But for Vapor Joe's, we tend to do a lot of hardware, and I only do certain juice deals, and they tend to do very well. Yeah. And the deal I'm seeing with these guys, it's a great deal, and you guys are really going to like it. Now I'll be honest, I have never vaped any of their juice. I have no idea what the juice is going to taste like.
You've tried 28 Days Vape, right?
Yeah, I was going to say if 28 Days of Vape is making it, I vape their juice. They have great juice. We did quite a few deals with 28 Days of Vape.
Yep.
They're really good people. In fact, Freeze is the one who turned me on to them to do a deal, and it really blew out really well for them. Yep. And I would like to say that Vapor Joe's network was a small part of helping launch the size and scope they have become.
You're absolutely correct.
But at the same time, we like I said, we don't. I have no idea. But again, if they're making it, I trust it's going to be fantastic.
Speaking of which, I got some giveaways real quick.
Oh, so you're going to do a giveaway?
When do I not do giveaways on your show, Joe?
Well, usually you give away like a fly swatter and a half a cheese.
No, well this time we've got this is a just recently opened bag of Ricola.
I have to do the commercial.
Dual action. Now, lest you scoff at this as a giveaway, kids, this is a dual action cough drop. It's for sore throats and it will clear your nasal passage. So that's good. That's two for the price of nothing. It's a giveaway. What are we really talking about? You know what I mean? Look, true story. I just opened this and I've had only one of these. So this is virtually sort of kind of brand new, just like you traded vape. Same thing. It's the same situation. You see my marketing tie-in, what I'm doing here is good. Good for you. So Freeze, this is giveaway number one. I'm going to hold this. I want this to be given away.
Throw it in with the grand prize. Throw it in with the grand prize.
All right. Country Family have your info, guys.
What?
Does our person have your info?
Country Pammy has the email address for winners, which will be winners.
Are we doing a giveaway now for the Ricola
Yeah, do the Ricola first by itself.
Okay, so
That's right.
it's Nitro here to do the randomness.
I'm a mod.
Oh, Freeze, yeah, you are a fucking mod. All right, so do the randomness, sir.
I got the double.
All right, well, we have a winner. Voop Master Vapor 123. You have the Ricola cough drops.
All this can be yours.
Ricola!
That's right.
So Voop Master Vapor 123, we need you to email winners@tradeandvape.com. That's winners@tradeandvape.com.
I can tell you're a guy, you don't like to be clogged, so there you go. There it is.
I'm sorry.
Mooch, does the sore throat come with him, or is that extra?
Well, it probably does, because I reached my hand into the thing and I bought
All right,
it. when I had a
cool.
sore
I just
throat.
wanted to make sure it was a complete set. You need the sore throat to go with
All
the
right,
drug.
Freeze, you got the rest of this, man. I'm out of
I
here.
got two. I got our second
All right,
place
guys.
prize for the grand prize. I got a second place prize. Second place prize is a 120 of your choice of world's greatest e-liquid and a Vapor Slam vape mat.
Oh, nice.
Very
nice.
nice.
Hold this up. A Vapor Slam original, Vapor Slam 2 vape mat.
All right, if we're talking about Vapor Slam, here, let me.
So that plus a 120 of your choice. So before Joe gets to his Vapor Slam thing, let me roll my random. Please put your zip code in the chat, and then you can email me. Random chat, Sheila Michelle. Sheila Michelle follows me on Snapchat. Always a funny person. Sheila Michelle, you won. Oh my God, I see you. I know who you are. Congratulations. 21227. Of course, you're pretty local. Email me winners@tradeandvape.com. Choose your 120 and your nick level and your shipping information. We'll get that plus this vape mat out to you. There are only 10 of those Vapor Slam vape mats, and I'm not making any more. So, good for you.
Oh, so that's an exclusive.
Oh, yeah. So, Tyga's wearing Vapor Slam shades. You know what, Sheila? I'm going to throw in a pair of those shades for you as well, because I forgot I have a bunch of those. So, yeah, you're going to get a sticker and the shades for Vapor Slam as well. You can't get a hat because I don't have any yet.
You want to laugh? Well, now, it's a really weird saying this.
World's Greatest Juice is 70-30, Cat Girl PA. 70-30.
My stepson, I can now say, runs around the house wearing Vape Slam shades.
I don't know how I feel about that, Joe.
Shades. He just runs around with them.
I don't know how I feel about that, man.
Oh, deal with it. They're fucking sunglasses.
Look, hey, I'm with you, but I'm just,
I'm going to take a picture of it and put it on your damn fucking website.
All right,
Be like,
our juice is 30 PG, 70 VG on the World's Greatest.
Oh, wait, I didn't have to do this. Wait, I got to...
There we go.
Vape and go.
My son does not vape, but really, truthfully, he should be one of the biggest fans of what we're doing because his mommy's going to live longer.
That's right.
Damn straight. Yeah, so I'm real. Yeah, we're really excited about Vape Slam. But all right, is there any other giveaways?
Yeah, I got a grand prize giveaway.
Okay, what is it?
First of all, you're also going to get a 120 of the World's Greatest e-liquid, your choice. On top of that, you're going to get one of only 10 of the Trade and Vape mats. Ooh, Trade and Vape mat. And then
I'm going to be offended if there's no Oreos.
I'm going to give you this. On our show, shit. Let me
Is that the assault gun?
That is
the bug assault. So on our podcast, I do a segment called "What the Fuck Is This?" and it's about things that you can really buy online. And I got a 2-pack of the bug assaults, and you're going to get one of them.
Please explain what it does.
The bug assault has a cup that you open up, put table salt in, close, you pump, flick the safety, and you kill flies with it.
Oh, that's awesome. I need one of those in my life.
Listen how loud this is. Just wait, hold on. That's legit.
All right, so shoot kids on your lawn with that?
You probably hurt them, actually. It shoots pretty fucking hard. It shoots pretty hardcore.
My point is I would love for somebody to win that in, like, New Zealand and they get arrested.
So you're going to get the authentic bug assault. This is an authentic bug assault. It's got a serial number on it. It's authentic. And last but not least, one of the things we say on our podcast a lot is baller. We call ourselves ballers a lot. So you're going to get one roll of $100 bill toilet paper to show that you're a baller like us. $100 bill toilet paper, unopened, just for you.
Well, let's thank you. It's not opened. That's the one thing in life we don't want used.
So there you go, guys. That's the grand prize winner. Let's roll that.
That is awesome.
Hey, where did Mooch go? He vanished.
He vanished. Mellow002. Are you in the room? I need to see a zip code. Scuba, you can buy the Freeze or the Vapor Slam wristbands. The hats are on their way. Once they come in, you can go ahead and buy those. I'm only going to give away the Slam mats. So.
And there's the zip code. Thanks, Mello.
Mellow002. Congratulations. Please email me at winners@trainvape.com with your nick level and your flavor choice and your shipping info, and I'll get all the stuff out to you. Yes, those guns are $40, Grumpy Ed. Yes, they are.
Awesome sauce. All right.
Nice.
Well, Freeze, man. You guys, I have to tell you, are undertaking something that is pretty massive in the vaping community.
Thank you, man.
You have, you are doing something that even I'm pretty aggressive, would shudder trying to do. So I hope it works out, and I know it will work out because you're doing something. You know, the first, the only. I don't think anybody else is going to do it. I'm blown away that you're doing this undertaking, and when you're billionaires, then. You can come and pick me up in your
look, man. It's
stretch.
It's been the scariest, but most rewarding. And we're in debt right now. You know what I mean? Like, we haven't made any money yet, but it's just been. It was so scary because I've been wanting to do this for so long, man. And I've been talking to the B&Ms around here, like, why are you not doing this? Why are you not doing this? Why are you not doing this? I don't understand. How could you not do this? It's here every day. Mm-hmm. So I decided, you know what? Fuck it. If they're not going to do it, I'll do it. And one of the things that held me off from doing it so long was really the concern that our Vapor Slam and Vape Mania vendors would feel like we're being competition. And we don't want them to feel that way. That's why we're not going to vend at our own conventions at all. Vapor Slam is Vapor Slam. Vape Mania is Vape Mania. And Trade and Vape is its own business. Mm-hmm. That being said, I'm excited for it. It's been rewarding. I've taught myself how to build websites. Because I had to. You know what I mean? I had to teach myself how to build a WordPress website for this to be able to do the functionality of the trades, which was the most stressful thing in the world. Finding a POS system that would do that has been hard. We had to program all of that, write the codes. So pretty much we're using a bunch of proprietary shit to make this work. And it's just been crazy, scary, but crazy rewarding. And it's been so awesome. The majority of the feedback so far since they've heard this idea is, one, damn, I should have thought of that. And two, I think it's awesome. Yep. And that's all that can matter. We will be looking at trying to expand, obviously, and what we can do with that business. But don't worry, the conventions will not suffer. And you will be hearing the announcement of our third convention for 2016 very soon.
Nice. And
yes, we're adding a third convention in 2016.
I will be sending you my order mods, and you can just do with them whatever you.
That's fine. We'll sell them and donate money to Not Blowing Smoke all day. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, just do it, because I have like 150 mods sitting in this closet here, and good ones that I don't use, and they're just sitting there taking up fucking space. And I would just love a place to take them, and I know they're going to have a good home. So
good question. I had a good question. Trade and Vape, wacky vapes. I'll talk to you about Trade and Vape later. Message me.
There you go, Freeze. I got one for you. Legitimate Akuma.
Nice. I don't know. I have to look it up.
All right, buddy.
Aries has a good question. If you trade in a tank, do you need all the extras that come with the tank?
Mm.
The answer is no. When you trade in video games at GameStop, sometimes you don't have the case. Sometimes you don't have the booklet. Sometimes you just don't. So on all of our pricing sheets for all of our used things, there's a disclaimer that used items may or may not come in original packaging and may or may not come with the original things.
Right. And they'll be priced accordingly.
No. There's some tanks I have that are just the tank, but I bought the heads for them, right? So I'm stocking Pro Tank 3 heads, Pro Tank 2 heads. If I have the tank, I'm stocking the heads for it, because I want you to be able to get everything you need for that one device in my shop.
All right, guys, so get over to TradeVape.com, and tomorrow we are going to be doing a deal on their Aegis.
50% off World's Greatest E-Liquid. Boom, do it.
It's going to be a fantastic, fantastic deal. Guys, get over to Vapor Joe's. And, of course, get over to TradeVape.com and start trading in those.
Thank you guys so much for having me. I appreciate it, as always. And if not before then, we'll see you all. Vapor Slam Charlotte, of course.
All
Right on.
I'll see you later.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for this, man.
Thank you guys for having me.
Later.
I'm trying.
All right. I got about 7 minutes before I got to ball out of here.
We all got 7 minutes before we get a ball out of here.
Oh, good point. So let's knock out some quick stuff. Let's hit Vape Mall because they're giving away one of the kind of tank platforms that you can do a little bit of everything with. They're giving away the OBS VCT tank.
All right, let me check that out. Over at the Vape Mall. Is it Vape Mail from the Vape Mall? Vape Mail from the Vape Mall, Tiger?
You know it. You know it. Yep, that's right.
Now, when I go over to Vape Mall, I'm just checking it out. You know, every time I go to this fucking website, none of their fucking pictures load.
Okay, so none of their pictures are going to load, so let me take this one, Joe. Something we normally don't talk about is their liquid. They have actually very, very, very inexpensive liquid. You can get 120 mils for less than $20 from them. It's very basic stuff. It's kind of in line with No Frills Mills, but it comes in plastic bottles, stuff like that. It's actually really good if you're just looking for an inexpensive all-day vape. It's worth checking out. They are custom blended U.S. liquids. There you go. So,
No, they're giving away an OBS. OBS tank is a fantastic, fantastic subject. I have to tell you, I own one. They're really, really good.
well, that's why I'm hitting it. You can get rebuildable heads for it. You can get titanium heads for it. You can get nickel heads for it. You can get Kanthal heads for it. You can get. It has a little bit of everything, and it's got a cool alien head on the side.
I was about to say, it has a cool ass alien head on it too.
So there you go. Now, the person that's going to win the cool-ass alien head tank is
Oh my God. 85. Is that someone we know?
Yes.
I think so.
Oh, cool. Well, congratulations,
Rigged.
Sophie85. And we need you to email prizes at thevapemall.com. That's prizes at thevapemall.com. Let them know you won the OBS VCT tank on ModEnvy and include your screen name, your real name, and your mailing address. The rest of you, check out the deals at thevapemall.com so that you, too, can enjoy vape mail from the Vape Mall.
.com.
.com.
Right.
All right. So another one I want to knock out before we get into the big ones is, we just had 2 vapors, 3 conventions on. That's still kind of like 2 girls, 1 cup. But going with the cup thing, why don't we give away 2 cups, 3 wraps?
Yeah, we got to bring up J-Raps, man. Come on, J-Raps. J-Raps has been around forever. Alon, one of the owner's name, I love the guy. I see him in tons of vape meets. Israeli. I'm a big fan of Israel. The guy makes fantastic wraps, of course, but he also makes fantastic mod stands. We talked extensively over the years, and we finally got him aboard ModEnvy. We're very excited about it. He's basically we're going to call him semi-new sponsor now because he's been on for about a month, but having J-Raps aboard really, it's just a wonderful thing because I know this vendor personally. I shook his hand 100 times and smacked him in his bald ass head a few times. And we had we've talked and had a great time together. He's a good guy. He's giving away cups tonight, right?
He's giving away cups and wraps.
Cups are fantastic. He's got these new cups. I don't know if these are the cups that we're giving away, but they have cups now that it's not just stuck with just 2 mods. You could flip it, and they'll have 2 different mods on the other side now.
Well,
and they fit perfectly in your cup holder in your car.
Mm-hmm.
So dual purpose, really cool.
I want to go over some of his stuff real quick. We, of course, talked about the wraps. The wraps are a very, very rigid. Well, it's not rigid. It's flexible, but it's a very resounding. It holds up very well for the vinyl wraps that they use. The stands are indestructible. I have seen a lifted truck run over the stands with no damage. And you can customize the stands because for any of his stands, he has wraps that fit them. His also has started up a sister company, Custom Box Mods. Custom Box Mods, of course, you can get that very heavy-duty plastic box, but he also has metal boxes with no ham and lean. No ham and lean, and his got it in different platforms. So if you still want a Raptor box, you can get a Raptor box from him. If you want an OKR box, you can get an OKR box from him. If you want a DNA 40 box, you can get that. If you want a regulated, unregulated, series, and both sides open on it. And he sells. This is something I've been saying for a while. Like, I have a box mod here. I'd love to be able to take this door off and put a different door on. You can do that with his stuff. So the train is coming for me. The first two winners.
The train is coming.
The first two winners are going to get cup, and the bottom three are going to get wrap. So cup winners are
Vapors Break and Aussie. You have won the J-Wraps cups for your J cup to hold your mods in your cup holder in your car. Wow, I'm stumbling all over myself. Guys, Vapors Break Aussie, you need to email winners@modenvy.net. That's winners@modenvy.net. Let them know you want a J cup on ModEnvy in the subject line and include your screen name, your real name, your mailing address, and your cup choice. Head on over to jwraps.com to choose the configuration that works for you.
And the winners of the wrap are
Mrs. Deli, BLT, and Emerald Mist. Congratulations to each of you. We also need you to email winners@modenvy.net. That's winners@modenvy.net. Let us know you want a J-Wrap on ModEnvy, and include your screen name, your real name, your mailing address, the mod type, and your choice of wrap. Again, head on over to jwraps.com to choose your options. Congratulations, winners.
all right. So we're at the close of the show. Let's go ahead and get the last one out. The big box of juice. Lonnie, I think we should tell Lonnie I'm here because Tiny had to suffer through the ring of fire.
Oh boy, that's pretty good.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, of course, Lonnie every show gives away a huge box of juice. The standard, we got Blueprint, and of course Jackson's juice, and he'll throw in maybe a few others. You're looking at about $300 to $400 value worth of 30 ml bottles of juice. Fantastic juice. Of course, Lonnie is one of the pioneers in the industry. He's the one of the few who started the premium juice lines, the one who's actually packaged them in wonderful bottles and started this whole phenomenon that we know. And his juice is fantastic. Everybody knows that I love Irie Nights, which is from the standard, which has the wonderful giraffe on it. It's one of my favorite juices. And right now I'm also vaping. Where is it? Don't make me look stupid now. It's going to make it. Here it is. I'm vaping as we speak. I got some Cell Block 4 right here. I'm vaping it. It's almost gone. Love me some Cell Block 4 from the standard. So always keep a little bit of standard close by.
You know what I gotta say about that, Joe?
What?
Fuck you, eat shit.
And of course, Fuse. Yeah, Cell Block 4 is a great juice. So what you need to do is you have to pay Lonnie some love. Okay, so what we do is we go over to his Facebook page. It's facebook.com/. Hold on, let me get it. I think she's posted it 100 times already.
It's facebook.com/.
All right, facebook.com/the standard vape. You need to go over there and get on his page and write, "We are here because Tiny has suffered through the ring of fire." And all of you need to write that. That is Lonnie's way of knowing we're paying attention to him. That's Lonnie's way of knowing that we appreciate him giving away such an amazing giveaway. Every week, again, $350 to $400 worth of juice, and it's not just juice that shows up in a bag. It's a beautiful white box that's with foam, and every bottle is cut out perfectly in the foam. It's almost like you guys who have guns and you keep your guns in the foam thing, and you close it up in the everything is perfectly done. It's
if you play Warhammer, it's battle foam basically.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So get over there right now, and I'm just checking it now, making sure that people are doing that. Okay, just give it a second. Facebook is loading really, really slow.
And for those that are wondering, Fuck You Eat Shit is actually a flavor from the standard. It's called
Yes.
Fuse. It's a creme brulee.
Yeah, it's creme brulee, and it has a picture of Johnny Cash on it. It's fantastic, fantastic. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten sued yet, but that's for a later day. But it's a great flavor. All right, so one lucky winner. We're going to need to see your zip code. You're going to have 60 seconds to put your zip code in, because this is a big giveaway.
And that winner is...
Vapin' Girl. Now, I know I saw her posting earlier. Are you here, Vapin' Girl? We need your... There it is. She wasted no time. Congratulations to you. Now, we'll need you to email... I think that one's our ModEnvy as well.
Yeah, winners at ModEnvy.
There we go. So, Vapin' Girl, we need you to email winners at ModEnvy.net. That's winners at ModEnvy.net. Let us know that you won the standard juice box and include your screen name, real name, mailing address, and we will need your NIC level as well. The rest of you can check out the flavors at SaveYourVape.com. Congrats.
Congratulations, winners. And we will see you next week on the next ModEnvy. And on Tuesday for Done Deal with myself and Tiger. And, of course, Scope does a show right before us, Squirreling Out, who has, I think, one of the best intros in vaping.
Oh, thank you.
Fucking Squirrel. And Nitro, you want to plug some of your shows, buddy?
Yeah, Low Ohm Theory on Monday. Check out my Twitch stream. I want to thank Epic Vapes for letting me come out, show off the Phoenix. RDA is the Firebird and the Phoenix Box mod.
All right, awesome, guys. So we will see you next week for another edition of ModEnvy.
Oh, my. That was about the calmest you've ever closed the show.
Yeah, it was very calm.
Penis! 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 Are we clear?
And let's not forget the other very important word. Joe, somebody say it.
Penis?
Yes, thank you. No, vagina. Yin and yang, you got to balance it out. All right, here we go. All right, bye, guys. All righty, we're clear.
All right, I got to shut down and get out of here so these good people can go home.
All right, I'll see you later.
All right.
We want to talk to you guys. Well, you guys. It's now going to just be Scope.
Is it quick?
No. It's just general shit. It's nothing about ModEnvy or anything.
Okay.
General shit.
Catch me up on Facebook, okay?